Check 1 2 3 1 2. Check 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 check. Check 1 2 3 1 2. Check 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 check. Okay.
Welcome to Game Day. The University of Wisconsin La Crosse Eagles on KQEG TV. Today, the Eagles take on the UW Stout Blue Devils. Our game is brought to you by the Arterial Bar and Grill. Join the party at the Arterial Bar and Grill at 16th and Jackson. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Dahl Honda, your hybrid headquarters at 4th and Cass. Ace of La Crosse and Ace Sportsland in the Shelby Mall. 360 Real Estate, helping to build a better future for La Crosse. And Howie's on La Crosse. Before or after the game, make it Howie's on La Crosse. Now let's go down to the field and the KQEG TV broadcast team, Rick Wilson and Terry Erickson.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Veterans Stadium. And it is great to be home in the friendly confines here at La Crosse, Wisconsin. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson bringing you today's game. The UW Stout Blue Devils blow into town and take on the UW La Crosse Eagles. Terry, we had interesting conditions last week when we did that game down at Platteville. 2 losses in the books now for the Eagles. You met with Coach Schmidt, I know, your weekly meeting with him. What's the temper of the team? How are they feeling?
Well, first of all, every time I meet with them, I learn more knowledge. I just get more upbeat. I just appreciate the culture of UWL more every Friday after I leave his office. The first thing we talked about is the fact that the team went south in Platteville in the late afternoon.
It was south.
And by the way, I don't know how many times I said during that broadcast, because a lot of people listen, they said, Terry, you missed your race, huh? Because remember, we got back at 9 o'clock and the race was at 7 o'clock. But anyway, I asked him, what's your thought on that? And he said, you know what? I cannot find a reason why my team, the Eagles, lost their poise. And I thought to myself, you know who the wisest person that ever lived in the history of this world? You know who that was?
Oh, no.
You don't? Well, it was Socrates.
Was it you?
Oh, okay. It was Socrates. Right. I bet you, I couldn't figure it out. He can't figure it out. I bet you if Socrates was resurrected. He couldn't even figure it out because it was just a mystery. Because as you and I were sitting here watching the first two games when the Eagles got behind and it was close at the end, they didn't lose their poise.
No, not at all.
They didn't lose their poise at Dickinson either. They were ahead, and in the second half it didn't go.
Right.
But they didn't completely fall apart. All right?
Right.
Okay. So that was the mystery, and I said, well, how are you going to bring the team back? And here's what he said. Sunday and Monday, we were all down in the dumps. We were upset. We were questioning our own particular preparation and all that. But then on Tuesday, here's what I did. He said, this is interesting for our viewers. He said, all the coaches dressed up. We shaved for a change. We dressed up. We took a shower.
They don't normally do that.
And then we sent the team out to practice on Tuesday with game uniforms. Game uniforms. Kind of just to pick everybody up, get their jaws back up where they belong, and start the journey again.
Coming back.
Wasn't that interesting?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was the beginning of our
I wish
meeting.
I'd have been here to see him in a coat and tie. I mean, that would have been something to see, you know.
He said, I put my cowboy boots on.
Oh, my.
And I put my nice clothes on, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I even took a picture of myself, and I sent it to my wife so she'd know how I look when I really dress up.
She doesn't see that too often, I take it, huh?
But really, the team panicked, and that was addressed and put to rest, and now it's all the future is ahead of us was the theme of the week.
All right. Well, now looking at the Stout team, they're coming in today, and I believe they're 1-3 overall. Have not won a conference game yet. Lost 3 games at home. Their only win was away, actually. They're averaging about 310, yards of offense per game. This is what do you think? This doesn't appear on paper to be a real strong team, although they played Oshkosh very well last week.
Oh, did they ever? And they bring back a whole bunch of players on both sides of the ball. Talked to their coaches a little bit this week, early in the week. They feel, and I know people are, coaches should be confident and so on. They feel they're actually in the top tier of the WIAC. And I said, why do you feel that? Well, we played Oshkosh well. We have a lot of returning star power. We have a lot of veteran leadership. And they really feel that they can compete with any team. What they showed it last week, actually. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's a very close game here this afternoon.
Well, they lost to St. John's. They lost to Gustavus Adolphus, and then they won when they played Cal Lutheran. And then, of course, starting into the WIAC, they lost to Oshkosh last week. That was a 3-point game, though, so they really did have a good game last week.
They really do. They did. And, they felt, just reflecting back to last year, they felt that UWL, we were there. UWL stole the game in overtime. You remember that when Rusty Murphy went 67 yards for a touchdown. And I was the most excited I've ever been in a broadcast after a Ryan Flathers sack. I mean, so they felt they should have won that game.
Yeah, well, and they didn't. So can they win it today is the big question, of course. Their quarterback is the same quarterback they had last year. Is this Borgerding is new, isn't he? He's a sophomore, actually.
He played last year. We talked about him a lot. He is the real deal. He can move the pocket. He can do a lot of things. He's even a little bit more mobile than Lewandowski. So he's a concern. There's no question about it.
What about the quarterback situation for UWL? Did you talk to Coach Schmidt about that?
I did, and as was discussed last week, and this is disappointing, but Jack Dwyer's out for the season. Jack Connolly is back. And the injury update to Joey Roth, who was supposed to be back this week, is out. Zach Zilmer is out. Jalen Clark now. This is new breaking and newly released information. He is out, and so is Cole Greco in the line, and we'll talk about what that line needs to do to replace him, too.
Okay. So we do have some injuries and some players out for one reason or another, but they're going to bring in some others to replace them. Well, today, again, let's get back to the quarterback situation. Last week, we saw Connolly come in to finish the game. Now, it was only one play, but that wasn't any indication of what the coach is thinking?
No. Here's the final part of my meeting yesterday morning. I asked him that question. How do you feel about it? He said, I am not losing confidence in Evan Lewandowski. I'm not losing confidence. He just has to play better with poise. And instead of forcing the ball, and you and I talked about it last week, instead of forcing the ball where it shouldn't be, where the window is closed, he needs to take a sack. He needs to take a sack and just or throw it away. It's not a penalty if you throw it up in the sky and hit a low-flying airplane. It's not a penalty if you throw it in the stands and have somebody in the 18th row catch it. So it's not a penalty if he throws it up here and hits the window at Roger Herring Stadium. So just simply use better decision making.
We were looking at that. He threw 6 interceptions last week. I don't know that you can totally blame him. I mean, when the pressure that he was under, the line was just not holding for him. The pressure he was under to get rid of the ball, and he made some wrong decisions, right? But still, is that line going to be able to hold?
Well, they didn't pick up the stunts.
Yeah,
that was one thing.
Yeah.
And you're right; they've worked a lot on footwork technique and protecting Lewandowski better. And I think we're going to see that today.
All right, that'll be interesting. How about keys to the game? Keys to the game are brought to you by Dahl Honda. Remember, Dahl Honda has your keys to a new Pilot or CRV. That's Dahl Honda at 4th and Cass. So tell us, what are our keys to the game today?
Start strong and finish, and finish. We talked about that last week. Not finishing the running game. You talked about it on Channel 19 last night. The fact that they have not gotten one game over 100 yards so far. That is a big key.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think UWL's passing game. This will be a key matchup, Speaker versus Jed Schlegel. He is a top defensive player, and certainly Cole Speaker, Rick, is not on target to get as many catches. I think he had 18 last year, or 10 TDs, YX best. He's got to pick up his game, but he's got to get help getting open. All the other DBs except Schlegel are a little suspect, so that could be a key. Confidence early and take advantage of soft coverage. I think one of the keys will be if the Blue Devils continue their soft coverage, I think that is an area to exploit. And finally, kicking game. 2 of the premier kickers, we know about Ryan Byrne, but we don't know much about Alec Behringer, who is one of the top kickers in the country in Division III, is on the watch list for a major award. So this could be important to this kicking game. Will the weather be affecting that kicking game? Possibly, but it could be at the end of this game we could see that being the key factor.
Well, mostly cloudy skies as we start the game, 40 degrees. However, it feels like about 31. Winds are out of the southwest at 18 miles an hour, so that definitely could have some effect on the game as we proceed today. So those are our keys to the game, brought to you by Dahl Honda. We will be back with the kickoff and the start of today's game right after these messages. You're watching KQEG TV at kqegtv.com. Back after this.
At the new Dahl Honda, we're hitting our stride. We now have 165 Hondas in stock, with more on the way. Or shop the tremendous Dahl inventory of nearly 500 used cars. Come experience the Dahl VIP buying process and learn more about the used car advantage. We've assembled and trained the best team in town, and they'll work hard to find a payment that fits you. Dahl Honda in downtown La Crosse and at dahlhonda.com. Simple.
.360 Real Estate Solutions has the keys to your new home. Introducing the Hub on 6th, rooftop lofted condos for sale. Beautifully designed with open floor plans, up to 3 bedrooms. The Hub has what you need for city life, from studios to 3 bedrooms, to fit your lifestyle and your pocketbook, with the extra touches that matter. A rooftop sports court, bike storage, with a washing center, community rooms, storage units, laundry, a pet walk, and a workout room. Get your tour today at hubon6.360.bz.
Mix 96 and 107.3 La Crosse. I'm Reed Magnum.
And I'm Chelsea Lynn. And boy, what a fun summer that was.
It was a fun summer. We gave away 2 prize packages, Chelsea.
Yes.
First one with Pepsi, the Ariana Grande prize package. Second one with Mountain Dew, the Jonas Brothers. And the prize packages to Milwaukee, hotel stay, $200 spending money, and a $100 gas card, in addition to the pair of great seats. So it was a lot of fun and a lot of water park passes.
Yes.
So thank you guys for a great summer.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson, and we're just about ready to get this game underway here. As you see, the UW marching band, some of the snow coming down right now. Terry, I can't believe it's only October 11th and we're seeing snow like this.
Well, first of all, looking to the east, the trees haven't even changed colors really much.
Yeah, a lot
Plus,
of them haven't.
I'm thinking while it's snowing, my boat's still in the water, so I got some work to do yet. So exactly, I'm not ready for a change of seasons yet, and I think we'll get some good weather, hopefully.
You know, if they had scheduled that Dickinson State game this weekend in North Dakota, they got 27 inches yesterday and had 50-mile-an-hour winds, blizzard warnings.
I know.
We never would have made the game,
Exactly.
I tell you.
I'm on my way to Des Moines in the morning for an NC2A basketball meeting, so I'm hoping that the roads aren't closed going that way. So anyway.
No kidding. Well, Cole Speaker and Peter Kissling stepping out to the center of the field here to flip a coin.
Cole Speaker, one of my favorites. I just think the world of him. We had lunch yesterday, him and I did, and talked about like how you gonna improve your route running. What kind of a game are you gonna have today? What's your thoughts on your season? What's your thoughts on after the season? Because he's had some scouts come and watch him, Packers, the Bears, and
Wow.
Certainly Europe is part of the equation if he doesn't get drafted. So bright future for that guy from Brainerd, Minnesota. The senior teaches, by the way, at Logan Middle, where I teach quite a bit, so I see him on a regular basis. We got a good officiating crew here, by the way, too, Rick, and we have seen less than acceptable officiating at times this year, and people that watch our broadcast have told me they agree, but this is a premier crew that we have here today.
Well,
so
good.
I'm expecting to have a great game.
Well, the Blue Devils won the toss. They deferred, and La Crosse will get first possession here today. They seem to do their best in terms of scoring. La Crosse seems to score most of their points in the first half. That's one of the things that I've watched in these 4 games is that second half is just a dangerous half for the Eagles. They just don't seem to have the same energy, at least in the last 2 games, in the second half as they do in the first.
Well, you think they can talk to the officials and just forget about halftime and just keep playing then? Or what?
Yeah, maybe they could. Yeah, we just ignore the halftime and just go right on.
Just keep right on going.
I don't know.
Just kidding, but let's hope that we can start this family and friends weekend. And even though the weather is not the best,
We got a good crowd down here
but
today.
we have a really good crowd. But
Really?
we see stocking caps and winter gear here.
Absolutely.
For this weekend game. So a lot of people in town for this.
The athletic director, Kim, stopped by, and I said, I can't tell you how happy I am to be back here in the friendly confines of UW La Crosse press box. It's just so much warmer than it was last week.
I'm still excited about last night's game, which, by the way, was in the warm confines of Empire Stadium. I saw a great game.
You did.
Oh, my goodness.
I caught the end of that game because our game ended pretty quickly.
I think probably the most special victory in the history of Sparta football last night.
Absolutely. All right, Simonchek back deep to take the kickoff here. And here we go. We are underway. Alex Benzinger kicks it off all the way into the end zone. So,
what did I tell you about him? He just is incredible. Some great games. I was really surprised about the way Onalaska dominated Central here last night.
Yeah, 41-0. Yeah.
Did you know that my 2 grandsons called me on the way home from Rapids last night saying, "Grandpa, you won't believe it. We won 40-20."
They did?
They did.
Logan won?
They did.
I thought they'd lost.
No, they won.
Well, great. Outstanding.
That was pretty exciting.
Oh, that is pretty exciting. That's where I thought you were. I thought you were off there watching that game. No, but you were at Sparta. Of course you were. Yeah,
I was
Sparta
working.
home game.
I was working for you.
That's right.
You wouldn't let me off.
I knew that. All right, here we go. UWL will start. 1st and 10 on the 25. There's the snap. He fakes the handoff. Looking downfield right over the center to Speaker. And they'll get a first down to start things off.
Look at that, right in the middle, soft coverage right away. Are the Eagles going to be aggressive from the very beginning? Well, I guess that answered that. Speaker is his first catch and hopefully on his way to many more here this afternoon.
Well, let's see how they set it up. Stutzman in there in the backfield. Lewandowski at quarterback. Got receivers to the right and left. 2 by 2. There's the snap, and again they'll go to the air. This time to Simonchek. He's got running room. He'll get it over the 50 and another first down.
Simonchek just loves to run in space. I think we all know that, and he has the ability to take it to the house right away. 2 for 2. Is this a confidence builder?
I think
in
it
the
is.
first quarter for Evan Lewandowski? Oh, yeah.
I think it is. Again, they'll go 2 by 2, single back. Lewandowski takes it out of the gun. Ball on the 50. It's 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff. Lewandowski's going to run with it. He dodges around the first defender, Dylan Peterson. I think he got past him and then picks up a couple of yards.
Dylan Peterson from Stratford, you're right, but watch out for a couple guys. Mason Olson in the middle, Aaron Wisecup, a returning all-conference performer, Hayden Miller, linebacker. There's some, and Luke Witz, a returning all-conference with 37 tackles. So there's some key players for the Blue Devils.
Zach McManus in the backfield this time, along with Joey Stutzman. Lewandowski takes the snap, looks down. Nope, he's out to the flat. Finds Speaker. Speaker will maybe get a couple of yards. He's hit pretty quickly.
He is, but you're going to see a lot of that little bubble screens, rocket screens. Connor Greiner from Mesa, Arizona, where I like to hang out in the winter, making the hit.
3rd down and 3.
Eagle 3rd down.
They'll put trips out to the right side this time. Single back. Lewandowski again. There's that bubble screen. Speaker just short of the 1st down. It looks like he's going to be maybe a yard.
Again, met hard by Cannon Greiner.
I don't know. Do you go for it here, Terry?
Oh, absolutely. You go for it. You bring in your heavy package, which would include number 34, Trenton Smith. We knew he was going to come in on a heavy package. A couple of tight ends, and see what happens on this Eagle heavy package.
4th down and 1. They'll run Speaker, though, out to the left side. McManus in the backfield along with Stutzman. The snap, they go to Joey, and he plows. He's not going to get it. No, he hits right into some white jerseys.
I like the call, but right behind 2 big tight ends. But the Blue Devils said, you're not going to get a first down on me, and right away we'll see the Eagle defense.
Stout hits him hard, so it'll bring out the Blue Devils and their first offensive opportunity.
Look for Tyler Seymour and Levi Hammer and Kevon McDonald, who didn't play last year, sat out, but watch him as a featured player, number 15. He can light up the house.
1st and 10 for Stout. No score yet. 12:26 left in the first quarter. Just basically getting underway here. Williams goes in motion. Or Hamer, excuse me, that's Hamer. There's the pass. They go deep to Hamer right away. He's got it wide open.
One-on-one coverage on
Max Brower was down there, but
on the wide side, and Hamer certainly is a threat. 17 catches, 2 touchdowns from Chicago, Illinois.
Borgerding hits him about the 20-yard line.
It's kind of what Platteville did to us last week on some of those passes and some of those one-on-one situations. They took advantage of it.
Stout opens up quickly, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Stout on about the 23-yard line. It's like the Eagles are coming in fast and hard, going after Borgerding, and they got him. They'll take him down. That looked to me like Max Brower made the first hit.
I think he held the ball too long. I think that was, I'll put that blame on him, even though the Eagle defense was tenacious.
Well, he had to see him coming. They were all up on the line.
Exactly, but he could have gotten rid of it much quicker than that. Let's credit Zach Pierce as one of the Eagles creating that pressure.
So it'll be 2nd down and about 13.
So often, part of the blame, Rick, would be on quarterbacks when they don't release the ball when they should.
Yeah. Borgerding working out of the gun here. Single back. Fakes to the back, throws it out to the flat. Oh, it's missed. Intended for Kevion McDonald.
Yeah, we talked about him as a key player. Didn't play in 2018, but had a great year in 2017, and he had some running room.
He did. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Again, 2 key players for the Eagles, Zilmer and Roth, out. for this game again, second week in a row. We're going to see Nathan Clark. We'll even see Kyle Cable in that defensive backfield.
Third down. Borderding. Single back. And again, the defense is coming after him, and he gets away from him, and he'll run with it. He's got some open running room. He'll get the first down.
Boy, that's discouraging. They had him, too.
They had him.
Just a matter of closing and wrapping up and getting rid of a block and having good vision and not letting the quarterback escape. That was highly disappointing.
He literally escaped his right.
Boy, I am sure Matt Janisch is just pretty upset about that. They had him and let him out. Matt Janisch, the defensive coordinator, of course, does a great job.
First and goal now for the Blue Devils. And again, Borderding's going to try to carry it again. This time he gets hit at the line of scrimmage, and he's not going to get too far with that one.
That was a designed quarterback draw. We saw that last night with Wisniewski. He just ate up in the first half, in particular, the Viking defense. Boy, that kid is just something special.
Second down and goal.
Anthony Schumann playing a lot with Zilmer out.
Yep. Borderding out of the guns. Got trips off to the left side. That's Argatis in the backfield with him. Again, the Eagles look like they're going to come. They do. There's a quick pass, almost picked off. Somebody got a hand up there on it. And Kissling looked like he had an opportunity to pull it in, but got away from him.
Well, for young people watching this, that's why you teach your defensive linemen to always get those hands up high. And if it wouldn't have been for that, could have been 6.
That was close.
Abich, Gerlich, Flathers, Buldub, Murphy leading with 31 tackles. Zach Pierce, Kissling, Schober, Brower.
All right,
Nathan
third
Clark,
down.
Part of that defensive unit.
Ball on the 10. Third and goal for the Blue Devils. Borderding, 5 receivers out there. 3-by-2. Over the middle he goes, and incomplete.
That's on him. He had pretty good coverage, but just didn't execute with a good pass.
So, fourth down. They're going to bring out their kicker. Benzinger will come in to kick the extra point. Attempt to.
5 for 7 in field goals coming into this afternoon's game.
About a 27-yard field goal. Let's see. You get it? No, he missed it. It did not go through.
5 for 8 for that young man from Waukesha.
Wow. Didn't get it.
Good break for the Eagles.
Yeah, no kidding.
See if they can take advantage of that.
So the Eagles will take it over on downs.
Again, Mike
They'll
Schmidt,
bring it out to the 20, I believe.
head coach and the offensive coordinator. And you know, when things don't go well on offense, he doesn't shift the blame. He takes the blame himself.
So first and 10 for the Eagles now. They're on their own 20. Lewandowski with receivers right and left. Speaker goes in motion. Fakes the handoff to Speaker. Lewandowski's going to carry it, but I don't know if that was a great decision on his part to keep it. Maybe he should have given it to Speaker.
Fake the motion. Coaches call that zip zap. Zip one way and zap the other way.
Yeah.
And he spun, and I think defense trying to convince the defense of a jet sweep, but they didn't buy, did they?
No. Second down and 10. Single back. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Lewandowski looking downfield. This time finds a man. That's Cameron Sorensen.
He played a lot last week, and I just like the way he's got great size, number 86, and he's a good addition from Oshkosh North, a sophomore.
All right, so that's first down. It'll be first and 10 now as they move the ball up to the 33.
Good route runner.
Put trips to the left this time. Oh, they send a man in motion. That's Labalarte going in motion. Lewandowski now looking for somebody downfield. Over the middle he finds, Simonchek almost got him.
Yeah, that will go down as an incomplete, obviously, on Lewandowski's stats, but it shouldn't be because the ball should have been caught.
Yeah, well, it was kind of low. I mean, it almost looked like he would have had to trap it.
Not all passes are perfect, my friend. You got to adjust.
All right. Second down. 2nd and 10. Here's Lewandowski again. Quick pass to Speaker. He's got some room and a first down.
There's that bubble screen we talked about. Good block on the outside, too.
Yes.
Credit Simonchek with a great block, only 5'8" from South Milwaukee. He's the reason Speaker got the first down.
He definitely popped him open there, didn't he?
He sure did.
So it's 1st and 10 now.
Little 2x2 set now on first down.
Lewandowski, as Simonchek goes in motion, he'll hand it to Stutman, and Stutman will dive forward for a yard.
Talked about that offensive line being a key. Richardson, Bertoya, Bongers, and Greco out. So Jesse Orak will be in, and Connor, the right guard, will move from right tackle, and Jesse Orak will be the right tackle.
2nd down and 8. Eagles now with trips to the right. Lewandowski looking downfield, goes left. He's got McManus and another first down.
I like the way he released the ball, kind of a soft pass, didn't force it. And I just think using the tight ends is going to be an asset for these Eagles. Haven't done enough of that in our first 4 games.
Yeah. See more of that probably. 1st and 10 now for the Eagles. Ball on the Blue Devils' 36-yard line, 37-yard line. Here's Lewandowski now. 2 receivers to the right. Whoa, we got a flag.
Yeah.
Somebody moved.
I think that somebody, is number 75, Alex Richardson. He doesn't make many mistakes. From New River, Arizona, Boulder Creek. You ever been to Boulder Creek?
No, I haven't.
What a beautiful little suburb of the Phoenix.
64 and 75.
Right in the footsteps, foothills, of Phoenix.
So 1st and 15 now. Lewandowski out of the gun, takes the snap, looks downfield again. He's got pressure coming after him. He's going to have to get rid of it. He gets it to Stutzman. Stutzman will take it. He's got some running room. He'll get the first down.
Stutzman was his check down receiver, Rick. He had unbelievable pressure by number 91, Dylan Peterson from Stratford. And he had the poise. We talked about that in the pregame.
Fine Joey.
The poise to keep his eyes downfield. Big gain for the Eagles.
Big gain, yep. 1st and 10 again. The ball now on the Blue Devils' 24-yard line. 6:34 left in the first quarter here. Eagles are definitely probably winning time of possession anyway so far. 1st and 10. Here's Lewandowski out of the gun. Single receivers right and left. Goes to Stutzman. Stutzman looking for a way through, finds it, and picks up about 5 yards.
You can always look inside and determine on success where it started. And it started with Jesse Orak. We talked about him, the 6'3 senior from Burnsville. His block opened up that hole. Again, filling in for Greco, who's out with a concussion.
All right, 2nd down. 2nd and 6 now for the Eagles. Trips to the right side. Simonchek, Levelarte, Speaker. Lewandowski decides to keep it and maybe gets a yard on that one. Not having too much luck with that quarterback keeper.
No, you know why? Because the veteran inside players of the Blue Devils, Dylan Peterson, Mason Olson, they're tough to run against.
I guess. 3rd down. Big 3rd down coming up. Two to the right, 1 to the left. Stutzman in the backfield with Lewandowski. Comes the snap. Again, looking downfield, looking for Speaker. He's going to roll out. He's got some running room if he wanted to. He throws it, and into the end zone. No, knocked away. Labalarte had his hands on it for a moment, but was unable to hang on to it, and it got knocked out of his hands, basically.
Good coverage by Tyler Seymour from Duluth, too, a returning starter, number 4. But
yep.
It didn't end up to be a touchdown or a gain, but here's what I liked about that play, Rick. Evan Lewandowski moved the pocket. He was flushed out. He didn't throw an interception. He kept his eyes downfield, and he tried to make something happen.
4th down. Looks like we're going for it. Lewandowski out of the gun, trips to the right. Single receiver to the left. That's Speaker to the left side. Looking for Speaker in the corner. He's got him. Touchdown, Eagles.
That's his play, that fade to the corner. I've been waiting for that to happen. No match for Tyler Seymour at 6'3". Didn't jump when he should have. And perfect pass for Lewandowski. Great combination. Lewandowski
Absolutely.
to Cole Speaker.
So the Eagles get first blood here, so to speak.
Speaker's 18th catch and only 2nd touchdown of the season.
And it's 6-0 with 4:47 left in the first quarter. Here's the kick for the extra point. And that looks good. And it is. Ryan Byrne puts it through for a first extra point of the day. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a little bit, everybody, so don't go anywhere. Eagles are in the lead, 7-0. Join the party at the Arterial Bar and Grill. See the new look and fun atmosphere. This is the place where people come for a delicious meal and to reconnect with friends. Friday night, try their fish. Saturday night, slow-roasted prime rib. Wednesdays, get a basket of wings for just $2. Choose from 13 different sauces. Appetizers like nachos or quesadillas, onion rings, or cheese curds. Breakfast on Saturday and Sunday from 8 to 2 p.m. The Arterial, a La Crosse tradition for over 75 years. Why not make it yours?
At the new Dahl Honda, we're hitting our stride. We now have 165 Hondas in stock, with more on the way. Or shop the tremendous Dahl inventory of nearly 500 used cars. Come experience the Dahl VIP buying process and learn more about the used car advantage. We've assembled and trained the best team in town, and they'll work hard to find a payment that fits you. Dahl Honda in downtown La Crosse and at dahlhonda.com. Simple.
Welcome back, everybody. Eagles in the lead, 7-0 after Lewandowski on a 20-yard pass to Speaker in the corner. And Ryan Byrne adds the extra point. And now the Blue Devils will get it back. Here's the kick. It's going to go to Mason Preby, I believe. And he'll get it out to about the 34-yard line. Let me correct that. That was Kivian McDonald with the run back.
He's electric. Trevor Helen, we've talked about him in the past, from Lindenhurst, Illinois, making the tackle, number 7.
1st and 10 now for the Blue Devils with 4:40 left in the first quarter here. If you're watching on the internet tonight, I encourage you to hit our subscribe button there. And every time we go live with a game, then you'll have an opportunity to see that. You'll get a little note on your phone telling you KQEG just went live and what the game is, and you can watch it if you want. So hit that subscribe button.
Excited to see that we're getting increased viewership all the time.
All the time. Borgerding now out of the gun. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. McDonald goes in motion. They hand it off to McDonald. He'll sweep around the right side, and looks like he's close to a first down. Let's see where they place that ball. He hit the first down marker anyway, knocked it over.
So many teams run a version of a jet sweep now. Zach Pierce from West Salem making the hit. I don't know anybody that doesn't run some kind of a jet sweep, and there's the Blue Devil version.
2nd down and 2 now.
2nd down, Stout.
Seems to be a little discussion going on down there. All right, let's get it rolling, boys. 2nd down. Snow has picked up a little bit, and the wind too. 2nd down. Here's Borderling now, 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Looking downfield, the Eagles are closing in on him, chase him out of the pocket, and they got him.
Yeah, flushed him out in a blindside tackle by number 92, Anthony Schumann, replacing
All right.
replacing Zilmer. Stay with it is a lesson right there.
Schumann got him. Sacked him. The loss there. It'll be third down.
Gerlich now at a defensive end. Lost some personnel changes based on down and distance oftentimes.
3rd and 8.
Passing situation naturally.
Ball at the 37-yard line now, the Blue Devils. Borderding backs up, looks downfield. Over the middle he goes. He's got his man.
Got his man. He's got his first down.
He hits Levi Hamer at about the 47, 48-yard line. No, they're going to put it at the 50. I take that back.
Nathan Clark on the tackle. Again, Nathan Clark replacing an injured Joey Roth. Single coverage again. Eagles like to go man coverage.
Well, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils now. 3:32 left in the first quarter. Eagles in the lead, 7-0 here. Blue Devils will put trips this time to the left side. Single back. The snap, they go to their back. And he'll pick up a couple of yards on that. I think that was Arguedas. Check that number there. Nope. Wrong again. Josh Nitik, number 25.
Second down.
Nitik 163 yards coming into this game, and will usually carries the ball quite a bit, but of course the Blue Devils pass 70% of the time.
Yeah. 2nd down and 8 now for the Blue Devils. Borderding steps back. He's getting chased. Murphy's after him. He's going to try to run it himself, and he gets hit and taken down.
Quarterback Sean Burgening with a carry.
Nice block on the edge to give him a couple of yards anyway.
On the tackle that time was Joey Bolda.
Joey Bolda continues to impress me too. 31 tackles coming into this game. And a valuable part from Sussex Hamilton, a junior.
3rd down and 6 with just coming up on 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Blue Devils with the ball. 2 men to the right side, 2 to the left. Borderding takes the snap, goes over the middle. It's a little high. Oh, he almost caught that, though.
He did.
Excellent effort by McDonald as he tries to pull that in, but it'll be incomplete, and 4th down comes up.
Eagles called a stunt on that play, too, and almost got there.
So the Blue Devils will bring out Benziger, their punter. Benziger 6'1" and 245. He's a junior, big guy. That wind is really blowing out there. That should carry his. Oh, he's going to fake it. There's a throw. Almost. Almost
wow.
A fake punt. Alex Biddle,
Yeah.
the intended receiver.
Wide open, too. Soft coverage by Max Brower, and that would have been a first down. Good field position for a fake.
Yeah.
Just not a good pass.
Who threw that? That wasn't Borderding. Well, we'll find out. Anyway, 1st and 10. Eagles get it back. They'll go with trips to the right away. Lewandowski in the backfield with Joey Stutzman. There's Labalarte in motion. Throws it. And he's got Simonchek.
A little bit of a wounded duck, but Simonchek,
Yeah.
Rick, made the proper adjustment
He
to catch
compensated,
the ball.
absolutely. Which is what you talked about earlier.
Well, and so many coaches run drills with not good passes.
Throw him a bad
They
pass.
just have to adjust.
All right, they'll go 2 by 2 with their receivers this time. Stutzman in the backfield again. Lewandowski. 1:24 left in this quarter. He'll hand it to Stutzman. Stutzman will pick up about 4 yards on that play.
Good 4 yards. Again, the Eagles struggling a little bit with their running game, but pretty good yardage. Tackle by number 93.
Running behind, I think, Alex Richardson.
Yeah, Mason Olson from Clear Lake, Minnesota.
Second down and 6 now. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Stutzman in the backfield again. Here's Lewin. Oh, no. Labalarte jumped off the line too early. And we're going to have a 5-yard march back.
Not many penalties here in the first quarter.
No, actually, you're right.
I like that.
It's been good that way.
Talk about, what was it, Eagles had like 10 penalties in that game at Platteville, and it was some of them were like suspect. This crew, we talked about earlier, the highest rated crew in the WIAC.
Wow. Second down and 11 now. Set him back up. 2 receivers to the left. Labalarte down here on the near side. Wendowski speaks to Stutzman. 31 seconds left. Simonchek in motion. And flags are flying. Now what?
Came from the umpire behind the defensive line, so that means on the Eagles. I just got done
Another
saying,
5 yards.
I just finished saying not many penalties.
See what you did?
Oh, my goodness, Terry.
So second down and about 16, 17 now.
Should I tell the coaches in the box next to us to knock it off and tell them that not to have any more penalties?
Okay, yeah. Do you think that'll help?
No.
Second down and 16 now for the Eagles.
Noah Rishman.
25 seconds left, first quarter.
He didn't have any penalties.
There's the snap to Lewandowski. Throws it out to Simonchek and overthrew him just a little bit.
That time,
they kind of reversed that. At that time, it was going to be Speaker on the block.
Speaker on, exactly, trying to get Simonchek with his speed to the outside, and not a pretty pass.
So the clock stops with 18 seconds left.
Keep in mind, Simonchek is 5'8", and Speaker is like 6'2", so maybe he got confused, thought Speaker he was throwing the Speaker.
Could be. So third down, and I'd say a passing situation here for the Eagles.
Confusion on getting it in, 18 seconds left, and see what happens on
Trips
this
to the left.
Third down.
Lewandowski's getting pressure. He's got to run. He's going to keep it and see how far he can get with it. But he's not going to make a first down.
Boy, that's okay. I like that. He didn't. He kept his poise. He
didn't throw it in desperation.
He didn't gamble. We have a injured Blue Devil down too.
Oh. The clock has run out on the first quarter, so our score at the end of one is 7-0. We'll take our break and we'll be back just a little bit. 7-0. Eagles in the lead. Back after this.
At Ace of La Crosse, they know that playtime around here goes year-round. Make the Sportsland stop before you head out hunting, fishing, or camping for quality products and services at great prices. Talk over your outdoor plans with the experts at Ace of La Crosse, your work and play headquarters.
Mix 96 and 107.3 La Crosse. I'm Reed Magnum.
And I'm Chelsea Lynn. And boy, what a fun summer that was.
It was a fun summer. We gave away 2 prize packages, Chelsea.
Yes.
First one with Pepsi, the Ariana Grande prize package. Second one with Mountain Dew, the Jonas Brothers. And the prize packages to Milwaukee, hotel stay, $200 spending money, and a $100 gas card in addition to the pair of great seats. So it was a lot of fun and a lot of water park passes.
Yes.
So thank you guys for a great summer.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson on a snowy day here at Veterans Stadium.
Interesting. Snowy, cold today, and Wisconsin could be 70 and sunny tomorrow.
Yeah,
you never know.
Well, they said 60 next weekend. I'm hoping for that when we head for River Falls on Saturday.
On your mark, get set, and go.
I'm looking forward to that game. I'm not looking forward to the drive, but since I'll be riding and you'll be driving, just my wife always says, whoever drives, get them there safe and get them home safe.
There you go.
There you go. That's you.
That. So it's going to be fourth down. Sean Parker comes out for the Eagles.
He's one of the best in the WIAC, averaging almost 40 yards a kick. We saw him kick last week.
And now he's got the wind at his back.
Yeah, he is something special, too. From Portland, Oregon.
Ryan Burns punting for the Eagles.
All right, let's see how the Eagles do at their first punt. Gets it away, and a towering punt. That's going to drop into the end zone.
I'm not sure he wanted that.
I don't think he wanted to go that far.
I think he was looking for direction, but Instead, went north and into the end zone.
So 14 minutes yet to go here in our first quarter. Our second quarter, we're just getting started for the second quarter, and our score is 7-0. Blue Devils will get the ball on their own 20-yard line.
Should mention John Larson, a former coach at Central, is the kicking coach here at UWL.
There's the snap and the handoff, and he's not going anywhere. The Eagle line stands and holds him.
Boy, ran into a wall, and coming up from the bottom of that wall, Rusty Murphy. I just continue to be impressed with Rusty Murphy. He will be mentioned throughout Division III at the end of this season.
Shahan Amin, the ball carrier, 6'1" sophomore. All right, this time they'll set trips to the right side, single receiver to the left. And Borgerding takes the snap. Throws it over the middle to McDonald, and he'll pick up a few yards.
Yeah, using him as what they call an inside screen, trying to break him open. Tackled by number 90 that time, Josiah Gerlich.
Third down coming up. Third and 2 for the Blue Devils. Fakes the handoff, throws it to McDonald again. It bounces off the turf and incomplete.
Yeah, kind of an interesting play call. Not wanting to go to the ground, trying to get their own little screen to the wide side, and just a bad pass.
So a quick 3 and out as the Blue Devils come back out to kick it. Benzinger, their punter, is going to kick into the wind this time. That wind's up. Doing pretty good out there, Terry.
It is, and Jake Simonchek likes to be a single receiver. Led the nation in all-purpose yards last year and is on his way to some records again this year.
Oh, he gets that kick away. It was a bad snap. Simonchek will call for a fair catch at about the 45.
Yeah, rolls
and actually,
out of bounds.
Yeah, bounces out of bounds. But so the Eagles will get it. Pretty good field position, 45-yard line with 13 minutes left in the first half.
See what Mike Schmidt decides to do here with against the wind.
See if we can get that running game going, huh?
Should be nice to get over that 100-yard marker for the first time this year, wouldn't it?
Would be. Stutzman in the backfield. 3 receivers over on the left side. There goes Labalarte in motion. Fakes to Labalarte. He's looking downfield. He's going. Got Simonchek wide open in the middle and completed pass there.
Simonchek found the soft spot. And we talked early in the broadcast, Jake Schlegel on the tackle from Spring Valley. We talked about a little bit of vulnerability with the DBs in terms of soft coverage, and Lewandowski found it.
So 1st and 10 for the Eagles now as they move the ball down to the 32-yard line. Not afraid to pass even into the wind, or actually they got the wind with them. Here's Lewandowski. Scrambling, pressure coming, he lets it go, and that's going to go out of bounds. And a smart move probably.
Yeah, well, that was one of our thoughts in our pregame. Like,
be more careful with the ball, that's for sure.
Said, listening to Coach Schmidt talk about making better decisions. He hasn't made a bad decision yet here this afternoon.
2nd and 10. Really, let Coach Schmidt make the bad decisions, right?
He's taking the blame when he doesn't shift it to his players.
Speaker, Labalarte, and Simonchek to the left side.
Speaker single coverage on the boundary.
2nd down and 10. Blue Devils are trying to bring it. Stutzman finds a hole. He's wide open now. Look out. 1st down. He'll pick up about 15 yards on that play.
There's your running game, Scott Emmerich, right there.
Yep, it's coming back, huh? That's the first really good run they've had today.
Put your power to one side, spread the team vertically, and then find a running lane for your single setback.
So it'll be 1st and 10 now. They move the ball inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line. Here's Lewandowski. Here's the throw to Speaker. Speaker's got it. Just short of the first down. Let's see where they place it. It's got to be close.
That was a great pass because think about this. He's on the right hash mark. He throws way across the field, which is usually dangerous unless you throw a radar pass and found Speaker.
Boy, I don't know how I guess that's not going to be a first down. It seems to me it'll be first down. First and goal, yeah. It looked close, but so they're on the 6. 2 receivers out to the right side. We got Lebalarte on the left. Stutzman takes the ball, goes up the middle, and crashes into the end zone for a touchdown.
Boy, great blocking. If we replayed that, we would see awesome blocking. And Jesse Orak again, the right tackle with a tremendous block. Richardson, Batoya, Bongers, Barry, and Orak took him into the end zone.
Well, that's just what we did, Terry. Is we ran the replay on it.
And you will see.
If you're watching on the internet, you get to see the replays.
You will see great blocking.
So the Eagles missed that one. Wow.
That's unusual.
But we'll make it 13-0 for the Eagles with 11:34 left. You know where we're headed after the game, right? Where everybody heads after the game. Where do they go? Well, the Howies of La Crosse.
We're going to Howies after
La
the
Crosse,
game.
yeah.
We're going, exactly.
It's been a landmark for decades.
If you're old enough to get in there, by the way.
So before or after the game, stop at Howie's for lunch or dinner. Breakfast from 10 to noon on weekends. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6, and late night, 9 to midnight. Howie's on La Crosse, just east of campus at 1128 La Crosse Street.
I even go in there when there is no game.
Oshkosh 7, Stevens Point, nothing.
All right.
Oshkosh over Stevens Point, huh?
Falls have yet to score.
Our friend Art Fay, he does a great job as the PA announcer, doesn't he?
He does. He did the Bangor game with me last night.
Yes.
50-0. Those Cardinals are amazing.
I did.
You should see Carter Horseman. Wow.
4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He's going to be on 7 Rivers Sports.
He should be. He's like the bionic man. When they hand him the ball, he just crashes right through the line.
He should probably take over 7 Rivers Sports.
Maybe.
I'm sure a lot of our viewers will say that'd be a good idea.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting a lot of comments. Everybody agrees with you, it looks like.
I suppose. That's okay. That's all right. I can handle it.
Out of bounds. They'll throw the flag.
Speaking of 7 River Sports this week, it's Coach D, who was honored here last night.
That'll be on Saturday
this week,
at 5 o'clock and Sunday at 4. You can watch it.
And then next week, it's Peter Fleming and Russell Heisey from Central.
Central High School, yeah.
Russell Heisey, of course, named after Grandpa Russ Cleary. You knew that, I think.
You told me that. That's how I knew that.
Boy, I wonder how they're feeling today after getting beat 41-0.
Yeah, not too good, I imagine. Well, it's going to be an interesting game next week when Holman and Onalaska play, though. I mean, it could be if Holman wins that, it's a 3-way tie for the championship in the MVC.
I think the Tribune might have been. Were you surprised that of the score? I was listening to the pizza oven pregame, postgame show.
Yeah.
And Tom Yashinsky said, well, that was one of the reasons we figured somebody doubted our ability to win the game.
1st and 10. There's a quick handoff, and the Eagles are right there. Not going anywhere with that one.
Funny how offense can promote even more energy on defense.
Bradshaw, the ball carrier that time.
Offensive success just inspires defense. You know that?
Yeah. Now they're going to go with 5 receivers, 3 to the right, 2 to the left, naked backfield. And Borgerding Takes the snap, looks downfield, looking for a receiver. He's got a man over the middle. Nope, he's going to go to the other side, and whoa, well defended. Well defended by Nathan Clark. Got his hand right in there.
He did. He closed at the right time. He jumped at the right time. He didn't push from behind, which would be pass interference. And he was he single coverage. He did his job.
Stout, third down.
3rd down and 9 for the Blue Devils. 10:55 left in the first half here. Got an interesting guest coming up at halftime. Terry will tell you about that in just a moment here. Trips to the right this time. Single receiver to the left. Single back. Eagles coming after him fast, and they got him too. Took him down for a loss. There's a sack.
Matt Janich, the defensive coordinator, dialed up a stunt.
Yeah.
And it was a perfect timing.
Perfect timing. So who have we got coming up at halftime
Well,
today?
we're going to talk to two physicians from Mayo who were involved in the first annual Youth Safety Symposium this morning that I went to at the Radisson. We're going to talk about several things, including nutrition, mental health, youth injuries, from taking athletes from good to great. Lots of different subjects.
Be interesting
at halftime.
All right, here we go. They're going to punt. Benzinger, their punter, kicks it away into the wind that time. Simonchek will just let that one run out of bounds. So it'll be at about the 42, 43-yard line. Nope, they're going to put it at the 40, okay. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Pretty good field position to start.
Well, the last possession was a good combination, Rick, of run-pass. Good balance, wasn't it? And it resulted in a touchdown. Why? Well, great execution. But because you weren't one-dimensional. Mm-hmm. The Eagles have been one-dimensional. We know that.
Yeah.
And they didn't show it on the last possession.
Well, let's see if they can continue with that running game. They'll start with a couple receivers on the left side, one to the right. Stutzman is in the backfield with Lewandowski out of the gun, takes the snap. He goes to Stutzman. Stutzman crashes through that line, and he fumbles. But I think he was down. They're going to say he was down.
Yeah.
And he got about 9 yards on that run.
I tell you, I see another great block by Jesse Orrick, the senior at 6'3" from Burnsville. Again, he's replacing Cole Greco, who has a concussion.
2nd down and 1.
Doing his job.
Single receiver to the right, single to the left. Stutzman again in the backfield. And Lewandowski looking downfield. Going for Speaker, and nice catch. Very well executed, and they'll pick up about 12 yards on that play and move the ball down to the 38-yard line of the Blue Devils.
Very well executed, Rick, because he used the sideline to his advantage. And just pinpoint passing in that window and catches it and goes out of bounds. No chance for a Blue Devil to intercept that pass.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Lewandowski takes the snap, hands it to Stutzman this time. Stutzman, whoa, he's going to have to work his way around there to pick up a couple of yards, but we've got a flag on the play too.
I'm afraid we do, and I'm afraid it's on Will Jostin, the tight end from Palatine, Illinois, as one guy on that side, I think, that held.
We've got a hold, huh?
Not intentionally, but a hold nevertheless.
So that's going to back him up some. Repeat 1st down. It's going to be 1st and 20 for the Eagles. Ball now on the 48-yard line of the Blue Devils. 8:42 left in the half.
Eagles haven't been behind the chains much here in the first half.
No, they haven't.
Some personnel changes. On this down and distance, La Bellarti in, and
we're going to move the ball over to the near hash mark. All righty then. Cameron Sorensen in there at wide receiver. Trips to the right side. 2 receivers to the left. Lewandowski by himself in the backfield. Takes the snap. Looks for a receiver. Got one. Simonchek. Simonchek will get it back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Simonchek, the ran an under route and a good safe pass. Lewandowski to Simonchek.
Now McManus will come back in. Sorensen will step out.
McManus a better blocker at tight end. Jostin perhaps a better receiver.
2nd down and 11. So we'll go with 2 on the left side, 1 to the right. Stutzman's in the backfield. Lewandowski goes with that screen again, little bubble screen, and Simonchek will pick up the 1st down, I think. Let's see where they place it. Oh, it looks like it'll be short by maybe 2 yards.
Giving, again, using Speaker as the blocker. Ball placement, such a vital part of officiating and getting the spot right. We saw a controversial play last night where the ball was placed at a spot where Holman didn't think it should be, and it didn't get the 1st down.
Lewandowski throws it out to Simonchek again. He's got some room to run. Look out. Finds his way around there. Finally gets it out to almost the 6-yard line.
Into the red zone. And in my meeting yesterday with Mike Schmidt, he said look for a lot of bubble screens, rocket screens, inside screens, screen, and then more screens, and he's right.
So they'll be 1st and goal now on the 6. And the Eagles with a shot to score again with 7 minutes left in the half.
This is where Lewandowski really needs to make good decisions.
Looking for that corner. Ooh, knocked away.
That was
well defended.
That was not a good decision. If that would have been picked off, it was a 95-yard return.
Hayden Miller, I believe, knocking down that pass.
He jumped the route, Rick. Dangerous pass.
Nope, 2nd and goal.
That ball's got to be thrown a little higher.
2nd and goal.
That play clock's down to 8 seconds here. We got to move. Lewandowski now out of the gun. Ooh, bad snap. Picks it up quickly, though. Now he's going to run with it. Nope. Yep, he's going to hang on to it and run with it.
Look at that.
That was a good decision. Down to about the 1.
Was it ever? He recovered. It looked like a bad thing to start, but it ended up being good.
Yeah. So now 3rd down.
Here's your heavy package, too.
They're on the 1-yard line, I believe.
Trent Smith, who's used in short yardage goal line formations, reports in, the running back from St. Croix Central. See if they use him as a blocker or a runner.
They'll put 2 defenders on Speaker. And Joey Stutzman gets nailed in the backfield.
Yeah, you know, that heavy package was certainly
not heavy enough.
Well defended by the Blue Devils. I'm sure there's a heavy package back out. I'm sure there's a pass from that formation too, but we haven't seen that yet.
4th down.
Remember, Roger Herring used to run that heavy package. Larry Terry with a full house backfield. I can remember those days.
The Eagles are going to go for it. They're not going to try for a field goal on this one. So let's see if they can put it in. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Stutzman is in the backfield with Lewandowski.
Keep an eye on Speaker to the right side.
Lewandowski looking for somebody, and over the middle he goes to Sorensen, and touchdown Eagles.
Actually, Sorensen was not the featured receiver. He was,
we have a flag in the backfield there.
A post-touchdown penalty, and I think it was mild celebration.
Would that really?
Mild is.
That didn't seem like much celebration to me.
Is that? Don't call that, please, if that's what it was. It wasn't extreme, was it?
I didn't think so.
The touchdown will still stand. Anyway, Speaker was the target, and Sorensen was the secondary target, and he caught the touchdown.
So what are they going to call?
Well, first of all, put it back in your pocket unless it's something that we aren't aware of.
See what he says. They're saying Sorensen was unsportsmanlike. Probably it's a celebration thing. Don't you think? He was the one that caught it.
I don't know. I don't.
Unless he said something to somebody, I don't know.
That's the only thing I can think of. If you celebrate extensively, yeah, okay. But if you celebrate, I don't know. That's confusing.
So
to
let's
me.
see if he's going to have to kick from the 25-yard line. See if he can get the extra point. Did he? He did.
He did.
All right.
Line drive. I don't know. That's always marginal, that celebration. But he could have said something too.
Yeah, might have. 20-0. Eagles in the lead.
Scooter, what did you do when you scored a touchdown? Did you just hand the ball to the official from Channel 19, by the way, our guest in the box, or did you celebrate?
At the new Dahl Honda, we're hitting our stride. We now have 165 Hondas in stock with more on the way. Or shop the tremendous Dahl inventory of nearly 500 used cars. Come experience the Dahl VIP buying process and learn more about the used car advantage. We've assembled and trained the best team in town, and they'll work hard to find a payment that fits you. Dahl Honda in downtown La Crosse and at dahlhonda.com. Simple.
Right into the end zone, and it'll be the Blue Devils, 1st and 10.
Well, I think the wind has died down. The
Snow
seems
seems to have
stopped.
slowed, yeah.
And we have a penalty, by the way. Somebody offside on the kick.
Oh.
And I would think anyway, the sun's not out, and it hasn't turned into be a nice day, but
at least it's
acceptable, I guess.
Well, it is still snowing. I can still see snow coming down. But it seems to be maybe not as windy. I don't know. Swirling wind. Looks like the band's coming out, and they're wearing rain gear.
So I guess, do I take back what I said? Or
Maybe
what?
you do, yeah. Maybe you do.
I'm not taking it back. It looks like it's pretty nice out. After my stop at the Howie's, I'm going to go for a run this afternoon.
There you go. To the marsh. Be careful, it might be slippery. They'll move the ball to the 30 with that penalty there, so the Blue Devils will start 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line. Borgerding out of the gun once again. Single back. Here come the Eagles. Look at that defense coming right in. Oh, they got him too.
They did, and it was
Rusty Murphy.
Well, he's the best.
No kidding.
And he timed it perfectly and found that gap. And he
had a clear shot. There wasn't anybody stopping him, was there?
And do you think quarterbacks get panicked when they see that coming at them?
I certainly would if it was me.
I would think so. Yeah, but you have no mobility, so you're
down.
in deep trouble.
Now I'm surprised there was no loss of yards on that. Well, he did throw it, didn't he?
He did.
He did throw it. All right. 2nd down and 10. Trips to the right side this time. Borgerding, tries to get it to Fossum, but knocked away by the Eagles.
Trying to find
Incomplete.
an under route, but Peter Kissling from Oregon.
Brings up 3rd down.
Right there. We haven't talked about him much this season, and he's a vital part of that coverage team.
3rd and 10 now for the Blue Devils. Borgerding, over the middle he goes, and he's got McDonald. Oh, it's popped away, picked up by the Eagles. We have a flag, a couple of flags down there now.
Which means, I think that was on the Eagles. In other words, if there's 2 penalties right there, you know that there was some validity to it. But tell you, Kevion McDonald took a heck of a hit, and see him jumping around on the sideline, either upset and injured and frustrated and you name it. Again, was out last year and reports to the training table right away. I don't know if that was...
What's the flag all about, though?
I don't know if it was...
A lot of discussion going on down there.
Well, it could have been leading with a helmet.
Could be.
Helmet, which... I would think that's what it is.
Well, is it a fumble and recovery, or are they going to...
That's the discussion.
Oh, okay.
Did it occur after the fumble? Did it occur prior to the catch?
I don't know. The fumble could have been caused by it. I don't know.
So the question is, who gets the ball?
Right. And what's the penalty all about? Who gets the ball? Who gets the penalty? We're going to find out.
Well, Pat Miles, one of the best as the white hat, should know the rules on this, but this is not an easy decision, though. I'm sure they're referencing the case book in their mind as to how to enforce this. Didn't hear the rest, although I know it's
incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass, so that takes care of that.
And a personal foul, I believe.
And targeting on targeting and ejection on number 32, Nathan Clark. I believe that's what it is. So Nathan Clark has to leave the field.
Oh, interesting. Yep, and there he goes, headed out of the field.
Was that marginal? I don't know.
I don't know.
There's a malicious intent kind of component to it that people talk about, but I'm not sure the exact rule.
Well, that'll make it 1st and 10 then for the Blue Devils.
But that seemed marginal, but maybe not.
Hard to tell from here. It happens so quickly. It's just. And frankly, I'm following the guy with the ball, seeing if he's, running for a touchdown. But 1st and 10, Blue Devils will have it on their own 45-yard line.
But Mike Schmidt seemed to be okay with it.
Yeah, 5:06 left. Hamer in motion.
Stunt again.
Borgerding coming. They're coming after him. They're pushing him out of the pocket, and he finds a man over the middle, and they'll get the 1st down.
Let's compliment him for being having good composure.
Parker Fossum catches the ball, 11-yard gain, and a 1st down for the Blue Devils.
He was flushed out, and he did a nice job of staying with it.
Argatis in the backfield now. Bordering out of the gun, takes the snap. Go to Argatis. He's got some running room coming up the right side, and they'll get him out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles tried to strip the ball out of him, but he was down by that time.
Yeah, nicely done. Good fake and good block by Justin Herbst.
We have a flag down.
Park Falls, Wisconsin, did a nice job. That's going to be on the Blue Devils.
Blue Devils.
The hold.
Looks like holding, yeah.
Too nice a block, I guess.
4:37 left in the half. Our score 20-0. The Eagles in the lead.
Yeah.
And that was on number 64, Bailey Rue.
Bailey Rue from Rice Lake. I know he had a great career up there, 280-pound junior, Rice Lake. Good football program in the Big Rivers.
So it'll be 1st and 15 for the Blue Devils now. They look to the coach for instructions and bring him up to the line. 2-1 this time. Oh, Hamer goes in motion. I'll give it to the back. That's Argatis, and he's going to hit that line and maybe get 2 yards on that play.
Yeah, ran right into a big frame of Zach Bowdry, 265-pounder from Franklin. Defensive line coaches always talk about holding your ground, replacing the offensive foot with your foot, staying low. He did everything right on that play.
2nd and 13 now. Borgerding takes this snap, looks downfield. Whoa, pops it up in the air, picked off. Peter Kissling.
Yeah, you know who created that, don't you?
Who was that?
Zach Pierce tipped it up in the air.
Yep, and up in the air it went, and Peter Kissling pulls it down, and the Eagles will get the ball with 3.5 minutes left in the half.
The Eagles have been on the other side of those tipped balls this season. You know that. Remember last week, too. Ball tipped in the air, and the result was not in the Eagles' favor.
Not good.
This time, the home team got the advantage.
20-0, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They've got it on their own 39-yard line. They'll start out with trips to the left side. Stutzman in the backfield with Lewandowski at the controls. There's Labalarte on the move. Lewandowski looking for Simonchek. He finds him. He's hit right away. Simonchek will catch that at about the 49.
That's not easy to hang on to, too. He came back in a hitch pattern, but right there to meet him was number 18, Cannon Greiner. And
he had to know there was somebody right behind him, you know.
Well, he felt it, that's for sure.
Good focus there. 1st and 10 now for the Eagles. They're on their own 49-yard line. Two and 2 this time. That's Speaker in motion. He's going to hand it to Speaker as he reverses direction and comes around the far side. Stays on his feet. He's going to pick up about 9 yards on that play. Nice run.
Yeah, first time he's carried the ball. Ran right through the best tackler, one of the best tacklers for the Blue Devils. That's Cannon Greiner.
Second down and 1 for the Eagles now. 2:20 left in the half. Once again, they'll go 2-by-2. Stutzman in the backfield. Lewandowski. Oh, finds Sorensen. Unfortunately, Sorensen not able to hang on to it.
Sorensen had the first down, too.
Yeah. Make it 3rd down and 1.
Sorensen out and
McManus back in.
McManus haven't targeted McManus yet. Speaker looks all the way out here in single coverage. See if he can figure into this play.
3rd down. Stutzman, no, they fake it to him. Lewandowski's going to try and do it himself, but he gets hit right away.
Yeah, he's a yard short.
Jake Schmidt quickly grabs him, takes him down. It's going to bring up 4th and 1.
Mike Schmidt looking at his play chart thinking, should I go for this or not? I think he will.
Why not?
1:48 left.
So far, his defense have been really strong, and I see no reason not to go for it, frankly.
Well, he didn't bring in his heavy package. So the Eagles staying with their wideouts.
Lewandowski. Wind at his back. 9 seconds left. 5 seconds left.
Call a timeout, yes.
Gonna have to.
He did.
Timeout.
Yeah. A little bit of uncertainty, wasn't it?
Yep, a little bit. Nobody seemed to know what was going on. So timeout with 1 minute and 17 seconds left. Again, coming up at the half here, an interesting discussion with some folks from Mayo, right?
Yep. Scott Kuzma, Dr. Kuzma, and Dr. Andrew Jagum from Mayo talking about talking about the symposium this morning.
I want to take a look at that Nathan Clark issue during the halftime here.
Oh, so
yes, we're on the air. Yeah, the athletic director just came in and said they're looking at it on their camera, and they may want to look at it on our camera too.
Maybe reversed from my viewpoint.
See, maybe Nathan Clark will get back in the game. I'm sure that's what they'd like to see happen, but.
So, do we let him use our equipment or what?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, here goes.
We got a halftime interview.
Fourth down. They're going to kick it.
It takes care of that decision, huh?
Yeah. It's fourth down. The kick is away. And into the end zone it goes.
I like the decision. You didn't. You thought they should have went for it.
I did. I think they should have gone for it. With 1 minute and 10 seconds left, the defense is doing a great job. Blue Devils have not been able to move the ball.
But now you have about a 30-yard difference between where the ball would be if you didn't make it and where it is now.
Well, they were on the 40-yard line, and now it's going to be at the 20. So it's really a 20 difference. You know,
But the defense likes that advantage.
I don't know. I think I would have gone for it, but then I'm not the coach. So first and 10 for the Blue Devils. Let's see how they can do now. Takes the snap. He's rolling out. Looking for someone to throw. He finds a man. And the completed pass to Tyler Seymour.
Yeah, a designed rollout to escape the pressure of the Eagles.
And they quickly get back into formation here.
See how they do in their 2-minute offense.
First and 10 on the 30. Clock ticking under 1 minute now. 50 seconds left.
Got a kicker that can put some points on the board if they get there.
Borderline going deep to Hamer. Hamer not able to pull it in.
Close to offensive pass interference.
Yeah,
too.
No kidding. That was they were tangling down there, weren't they?
were.
Peter Kissling, I believe, on the
Kissling, yeah.
defense.
With single coverage, and it looked like offensive push-off, but no call.
Second down and 10. 41 seconds left on the clock. Stout's got 3 timeouts left. They could use all 3 of them here. Borgerding takes the pat, looking for a pass, throws it out of bounds. Smart decision.
Throws it to the Screaming Eagles.
Threw it to the band. Yep, there you go.
I'm sure there's some former football players in the Screaming Eagles, don't you think?
It might be. I don't see any of them wearing uniforms, but
Well, it's underneath their
yeah. 34
band
seconds
uniforms.
left. 3rd and 10 now. Trips off to the left side. Borgerding looking to pass, finds a man over the middle, but he gets taken down right away.
Good check down, too.
Jake Nitek, the receiver that time. One of their running backs, 5'10", 215 sophomore.
Eagle timeout, I believe.
Well, 27 seconds left. The defense stopped him.
Yeah, they want the ball back.
Sure, why not?
So you're talking about the Screaming Eagles and the band and football, but you notice in some small schools, Seneca, I don't know, Blair Taylor, wherever, that they'll have athletes that instead of going
right
at halftime with the team,
they'll go get their horn.
They'll go get their horn. They'll go get their guitar. They'll go get
Yeah.
whatever, and they'll go right in the band. And I just enjoy seeing that.
Did
too.
the Holman band play last night at that game?
They sure did. And
Oh.
by the way, after the game, despite the loss to the Vikings, all the lights went off on purpose at Empire Stadium, and the band played afterwards with lighted uniforms.
Lighted uniform. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, all the lights went out, and I couldn't find my car, by the way, in the parking lot. But no, they just put on a tremendous spectacle at Empire Stadium. And when the Vikings scored, they had a cannon that they had gotten from the National Guard or something.
Oh,
It
that they
went
fired off?
Yeah.
All right, 27 seconds. I think the Warhawks do that too, don't they? Every time they get a touchdown, they fire that cannon. The wind took that one. Look at that.
Oh.
I think that was definitely affected by the wind. A real short kick, not quite 20 yards.
Yeah, the Eagles will get it in Blue Devil territory.
Yep. 47-yard line. So 21 seconds left. Coach Schmidt talking to his offense down there. Say, come on, guys, let's see what we can do with this.
Eagles football at the 48.
Chance for a couple of passes, maybe. Maybe go try something long into the end zone.
I wouldn't think conservative would be part of this
I wouldn't think either. I mean,
particular sequence here with
we've
21
got
seconds.
two by two. Stutzman's in the backfield. McManus at tight end, I believe, down there. So Lewandowski's going to have to. Oh, no, they're going to take Lewandowski down for a loss.
That's okay.
With 13 seconds left.
That's okay. Why? Well,
Clock ticking.
last week he threw some passes when he was under pressure, and it wasn't a good choice.
Going to let the clock run out on this one here, folks. And it's halftime now. Our score 20-0. The Eagles are in the lead. We'll take a break, and then we've got some halftime information coming up for you, so stick around for that. We'll be back in just a moment on KQEGTV.com.
Do we want?
Ace of La Crosse is your work and play headquarters when it comes to getting the job done. No place gives you better support for home, business, and industry with small engine and power tool repairs. Save by renting when you don't need to buy. Ace offers rentals on hundreds of items.
Mix 96 and 107.3 La Crosse. I'm Reed Magnum.
And I'm Chelsea Lynn. And boy, what a fun summer that was.
It was a fun summer. We gave away 2 prize packages, Chelsea.
Yes.
First one with Pepsi, the Ariana Grande prize package. Second one with Mountain Dew, the Jonas Brothers. And the prize packages to Milwaukee, hotel stay, $200 spending money, and a $100 gas card in addition to the pair of great seats. So it was a lot of fun and a lot of water park passes.
Yes.
So thank you guys for a great summer.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. Halftime here at Veterans Stadium. Our score 20-0. The Eagles are in the lead. And some halftime information. Terry, you want to introduce our halftime guest?
I do. Well, this morning I went to the first annual Youth Safety Symposium, a collaboration of programs with UW and Mayo, array of speakers, and it was a great way to spend the morning before I prepped for here. And our guest today, Dr. Scott Guzma and Dr. Andrew Jagum. Welcome to halftime, guys. Let's talk first about the genesis for this symposium and how it, first annual, I was excited about it, but how did that begin?
Yeah, we kind of started the idea after seeing kind of a big spike in injuries over the summer within our local community and just kind of a rise in the incidence of injuries that we were seeing, and that trend certainly isn't specific to our area. We're kind of seeing that nationwide, so we just started thinking what's something we can do locally here to try to just bring some education to coaches and parents on some of the risks or some of the kind of do's and don'ts when it comes to sports with a young athlete. So we kind of got the idea of hosting this symposium and then hoping to build on it in the future and kind of turn it into a bigger event and just try to engage more of the community if we can.
And did you expect, I mean, it was a great turnout, too, and something I was surprised. It was at the Radisson Center. Did you, Dr. Jagum, did you expect it to be a full house?
No, we honestly didn't know what to expect. We kind of put this together in a little bit of a tight timeline, so we were hoping to get the word out to as many people as we could, and thankfully we had a lot of help amongst our team at Mayo and a lot of the local schools that invited us in to let us kind of speak to some of the coaches or ADs, and so it was really kind of a grassroots effort to get the word out, and then thankfully a lot of people were interested enough to come on by, and we had a great event this morning.
What a great thing. Graduate of UWL's master's program, exercise physiologist, director of sports medicine, research. I mean, you got your plate full.
Yeah, I do, and I'm kind of landed my dream job here working at Mayo in the sports medicine department and kind of getting to do some of this research that we can then translate the findings to our athletes in the area and kind of bring some of that world-class cutting-edge research right here to our local community.
Cutting edge is right. Dr. Kuzma, too, an MD, orthopedic sports medicine from UWL, graduate and Wisconsin native. And you were a big part of this, too, and the part and putting this together and the great speakers. And talk about your thoughts on it.
So we really wanted to bring this together so that we could help, as Dr. Jagum said, help the local community and the local parents and coaches that are taking care of our youth athletes get some more information how to make them better, both in the preventative side, so helping prevent the injuries and make them better athletes, and then when an injury unfortunately does occur, be able to help them have the guidance in what to expect and where to go and get that world-class healthcare locally so that they're getting the same healthcare here that they would in Rochester or anywhere else in the Mayo system.
What makes the Mayo system unique in terms of exploring and going on this journey?
You know, I think the biggest thing we have is that there's so much collaboration across the country. We have, hospitals and healthcare systems all over. There's, the center in Jacksonville, the center in Scottsdale, and then, of course, Mayo Clinic in Rochester. And then as each of those have started to grow and expand to the local communities, there's a lot of collaboration between those areas and the ability to have the care locally, but have a great connection with all of the research and resources up at Mayo Clinic in Rochester is a very big help for us.
What I really liked about it, Dr. Jagum, was the fact that you started off with one of my friends speaking with Dave Malachek, talking about going from good to great, talking about coaching young people, which I have done for decades, and now we have 15 grandchildren, and we're looking at getting them involved in athletics, and many of them are already. But there's a fine line between encouraging and pushing and maybe going above and beyond what should be done with young people. You talked about that. What's your thoughts on how parents should, what the journey they should send their young people in?
Yeah, I thought Coach Malachek did a great job of kind of getting that point across from the coach's perspective, and then also, as he said in his kind of personal story, he has daughters himself, so he kind of knows what it's like to be a parent and kind of walk that fine line of being supportive of your kids and being there for them, but also kind of holding them to some high expectations. And I think it's pretty obvious that he carries that mentality both with his family and his young athletes, and then also with his wrestlers over at EWL. And I think he'd be the first to admit that he's learned over the years that more isn't always better, and you don't necessarily want to run those athletes into the ground and kind of have that old school tough mentality. So he's certainly evolved over his coaching career and kind of know when to push a player hard, and then also when to kind of scale back and give them some extra rest. So it was great to hear him speak on that.
Well, he was very good. Prior to sending his kids up Granddad's Bluff on their on their training routine for the morning. But when I grew up as an athlete, and perhaps you too, but I'm quite a bit older than you, obviously. But nutrition was not a big part of developing a level of competitive greatness. And it wasn't even discussed. Now, in terms of injuries, in terms of getting to that level, nutrition is a big part.
It really is, and provide some nutritional support to the athlete to help them kind of train at the level they need to, but then also help support the recovery side of it and making sure they're not kind of chronically run down, tired, and fatigued, which if you're in that fatigue state, you might be more likely to suffer an injury. So we're learning more about the best ways to do that, and young kids, for better or worse, they have a lot more options available to them. So sometimes that provides some good options, but it can also be confusing. And so we're just trying to get that right message out on good things that they can practice on a day-to-day basis.
Dr. Kuzma, too, mental health, a big part of Mayo and Gunderson, and just the evolution of sports medicine and mental health, a big part. And it seems to be an epidemic and a concern with a lot of people.
It definitely is, and we're learning more and more about how injuries, really affect the athlete. They don't just affect them physically from the injury itself, but that loss of identity, the loss of a team community from being out with an injury is a very big deal and can really impact athletes. So we're really working with a lot of different programs to try and expand that and support the athlete through all aspects of their rehab and recovery.
What's the future as we step into the unknown, and I'm sure you're looking at strategic plans in the future of overall developing athletes that are solid, that have reached another level, that are healthy, and so on.
You know, I think it starts with the foundation we talked about today, is that getting the athletes healthy and training from the start, with building up their skills from just a base level and not getting them too specialized in any one thing, have that physical abilities all over the spectrum, and then build them up, you know, to be at their best level. And then if they do get hurt, find the new methods to get them back faster and better than they were before, if we can.
And Dr. Jagum, we're going to talk. You're going to be my guest on Seven River Sports in a couple of weeks, and you talked a little bit about as we conclude this halftime show. We can explore it more on Seven River Sports, but specialization is something that is near and dear to my heart because of all of our grandchildren, and I've always been against specialization.
Yeah, and a lot of the research kind of is too. It just shows that the risk of injury can go up if they specialize in that sport and they practice that same movement over and over and over. The risk of overuse injuries and just injuries in general are going to be quite a bit higher. And then also, if we look at how many athletes go on to the next level, if you are a multi-sport athlete, your chances are actually higher to kind of continue with your athletic career.
Exactly. Well, again, our guests today, Dr. Scott Kuzma, and Dr. Andrew Jagum, talking about the first annual Youth Symposium, Safety Symposium, a collaboration of Mayo and UWL. And I'm sure you're looking at already the second annual, perhaps, next year. And what a great way to start the day, and topical things to discuss. And it was great to have you, but it was great to see a full house this morning, and I'm looking forward to more research and more things coming from Mayo in this collaboration with UWL. Again, our guests today, Dr. Scott Kuzma and Dr. Andrew Jagum. Thanks for being on our halftime show.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Very good. Well, as you can see, the band has been playing away here for a while.
Good job.
We're going to take a break, and then we'll be back with more in just a little bit. Everybody, our score at the halftime here is 20-0. The Eagles are in the lead, and we'll take a break. We'll be back.
Every single second of my career, I've been trying to get back to this job and to be here and to be with these guys. I just, when you're around these people, when you're around these players, when you're around the people that are here, it's just such a family atmosphere, such a home atmosphere. The look of the campus has changed, but the feeling never does. Every time I come back here, every time I drive through here, that you feel that connectedness to the people that are here. I always say I don't know if it can get any better than what it is right now, and everybody seems to prove me wrong. I don't think that people come to La Crosse without the desire to compete in the classroom. When you think of what college is, between the collegiate atmosphere, the academic competitiveness, and obviously the football tradition, when you think of college, it is La Crosse.
Surround yourself with distinction. Surround yourself with UW La Crosse.
At Ace of La Crosse, they know that playtime around here goes year-round. Make the Sportsland stop before you head out hunting, fishing, or camping for quality products and services at great prices. Talk over your outdoor plans with the experts at Ace of La Crosse, your work and play headquarters.
At the new Dahl Honda, we're hitting our stride. We now have 165 Hondas in stock, with more on the way. Or shop the tremendous Dahl inventory of nearly 500 used cars. Come experience the Dahl VIP buying process and learn more about the used car advantage. We've assembled and trained the best team in town, and they'll work hard to find a payment that fits you. Dahl Honda in downtown La Crosse and at dahlhonda.com. Simple.
Mix 96 and 107.3 La Crosse. I'm Reed Magnum.
And I'm Chelsea Lynn. And boy, what a fun summer that was.
It was a fun summer. We gave away 2 prize packages, Chelsea.
Yes.
First one with Pepsi, the Ariana Grande prize package. Second one with Mountain Dew, the Jonas Brothers. And the prize packages to Milwaukee, hotel stay, $200 spending money, and a $100 gas card in addition to the pair of great seats. So it was a lot of fun and a lot of water park passes.
Yes.
So thank you guys for a great summer.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. We're just about a minute away from getting back underway here. University of Wisconsin La Crosse 20 and Stout nothing as we head into the third quarter here. Looking at some of the halftime stats, do you think they got that rushing game going a little bit for the Eagles?
Mildly, I would say. Only 52 yards rushing, and I think that has to be doubled in the second half. I want to see 100 yards, that reaching that threshold. But what jumps out at me is the comparison in passing yards. UWL 228 and Stout 81. Possession time in favor of UWL, but that doesn't always tell everything. What I like about what I read from an analytical standpoint is Simonchek. Jeez, Terry. Jake Simonchek, 7 catches. Speaker, 7 catches. Both of them doing extremely well. But you know what? The star of the first half, in my view, we criticized him a little bit last week. 6 takeaways, 6 bad decisions, 6 interceptions. He's Evan Lewandowski is 18 for 24, 228 yards and 2 TDs. Boy, he has rectified himself, and he has done a great job in the first half.
Well, the Blue Devils will get the kickoff here as we start the second half. But, 228 yards of passing, 52 yards on the ground. You know, if they can come up with another 50, 60 yards on the ground, I think we've got a better rushing game going.
Yeah, we do.
We'll see what happens here. I think it's still snowing a little bit. Just wind hasn't died down too much. We're still snowing.
We had a great halftime guest, Dr. Kuzma and Dr. Jagum talked about the first annual Youth Safety Symposium.
There's the kick, and we're underway here. That was kind of a strange-looking kick. Taking it at the 30. He'll get it out to about the 38-yard line.
Good hang time, but not much distance.
Transmitting with the return.
So we're back underway here. Blue Devils with the ball. It'll be 1st and 10. They'll place it on their own 38-yard line.
Zach Pierce limping off from West Salem. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, he was the one that precipitated that interception earlier.
He was part of it.
Stout with only 99 yards of total offense in that first half. There's a pass out into the flat. McDonald catches the ball, picks up about 3 yards on that play.
Little bubble screen to that wide side, and good defense by Max Brower, the 6-footer from Woodlands, Texas.
Around the WIAC, it looks like Oshkosh is ahead of Stevens Point, 17-0. That's at the half. Eau Claire and River Falls, 17-7 at the half. No word on Whitewater Platteville as of yet. 2nd down. Eagles coming after him. He throws it and caught out of bounds. Oh, not quite. Not even caught that time. Borgerding trying to get that into the arms of McDonald again.
Oh, I thought the Blue Devils got away with a hold, too. It just looked to me like Thomas Roble, the 6'6", 340-pounder from Carver, Minnesota, held. But Pat Miles, the white hat, no flag.
Purdue over Maryland, 40-14. Michigan over Illinois in the fourth quarter, 35-25. Have some more for you in just a moment. Borgerding takes the snap, fades back, looking downfield. Got a man across the middle. Oh, boy, he was open, too. Trying to find Parker Fossum.
Yeah, had the first down and then some. Parker Fossum, a big frame, 6'3" from Chatfield.
Just threw it a little too, he just couldn't quite reach it. So it brings up 4th down. Blue Devils, 3 and out.
Not a good way for the Stout Blue Devils to start the second half.
No. Indiana over Rutgers, 35-0. In the fourth quarter, Oklahoma over Texas, 27-20.
Rutgers having a tough year in the Big Ten.
When does Wisconsin start today?
Started at 2:30.
Oh, okay. We'll get an update on that shortly. It's going to roll all the way down, go out of bounds about the 10-yard line.
Ooh, good directional kick, yeah. Some of our family members at Camp Randall today watching that game.
Eagle football at the 10-yard line.
Probably don't have the nicest weather there either, I presume, huh?
Well, yeah, doesn't it all? The sun always shines over Camp Randall, doesn't it?
It shines on State Street after the games, I'll tell you that.
Oh, is that what? Okay, that's where I'm thinking. Yeah, okay.
I've been there a few times, but I'm getting a little too old for that kind of noise.
No, not you.
Yes, I am.
Oh, come on now. All right, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They'll start on their own 10-yard line. Lewandowski working out of the gun. Single back, that's Joey Stutzman in the backfield. One receiver to the right, one to the left. See if they get that running game. Nope, going to go right to the pass to Speaker. He got it. Tries to get a few yards, and nope, they spin him down, and they'll give him 2 yards on that one.
Speaker had to go to the basement to pick up that pass, and that kind of took away from his rhythm.
Yeah.
By Logan Peterson, second down.
You try to avoid that first tackle, and usually that opens it up for you.
You got to catch that in rhythm.
Well, McManus looks like he's dealing with some cramping issues there at the tight end spot. 2nd down and 8. Lewandowski out of the gun once again. Receivers right and left. And he's going to pass. Going to Speaker. Oh, just overthrew him out of bounds.
Yeah. The sideline got in the way.
Well, let's hope, that I think one of the biggest problems that the Eagles have that I've seen anyway, and maybe I'm wrong, is that second half malaise. All the great plays that you see in the first half, they don't seem to bring them into the second half. Now, let's hope that's not the case today.
You think that is going through Mike Schmidt's mind right now?
It could be.
Because I see your point.
Let's see what they do this time. Can't call the whole second half on a couple of plays. Lewandowski trying to keep his hands warm, it looks like, as he dances around down there. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Whoa, he's got to avoid him. It finds, almost picked off.
Whoa.
That was Sorensen he was throwing to.
Yeah.
That almost got picked off by Hamer.
Yeah, that's Hamer jumped the route. That that was scary.
So that brings up 4th down, and the Eagles will have to kick. We're just into the second half here, folks. 13-11 left in the third quarter, and it's 20-0. Eagles with what looks like a pretty good lead. Let's say hi to Mike Stellick and Jim Hansen watching on the internet today. Brittany Germanson too.
Yeah, two of those three are Central.
Loose ball. Oh, and it's Eagles recover. That was Levi Hamer dropping the ball, and Max Dukow was able to recover it.
Yeah, Max Dukow.
And the Eagles.
Coach Schmidt talked about him as a valuable part of that coverage team.
Well, there you go. They got it on the 40-yard line now, so it's almost like a 30-yard pass.
Jim Hansen, the PA announcer for the Central games, football and basketball, and a softball coach. He is just one tremendous guy, I'll tell you. Taught for a long time, and Mike Stellick, a big Central supporter. Thank you for watching this broadcast.
Number 3, Georgia just got upset.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just got a flash here just a moment ago.
Yeah, I'm a Georgia
1st
fan.
and 10. Lewandowski has to scramble, throws it, finds Stutzman. He's got a blocker and an open field. He'll pick up, that's about a 25-yard run for Joey Stutzman.
Is that a bright spot to Evan Lewandowski right there? Is that bright?
I think so.
He got flushed out of the pocket. He kept his poise, and look what happens. We didn't see that last week.
No, we didn't. We didn't, not at all. Maybe it has to do with being away from home,
It's kind of why I talked about him at halftime, about how he has been a bright spot.
Looks like we lost a lot of our fans at halftime there. A number of them decided to find warmer, drier.
Well, maybe they're at Howie's waiting for me to get there.
They're probably watching it at Howie's, right? Here's Speaker with the ball now. Finds himself some running room. Look out. And down to about the 10-yard line.
Oh, his second carry, too. First carry, he had 9 yards.
Yep.
Second carry, he doubles that.
At least. All right, 12:03 left. Third quarter, 20-0 as the Eagles move it down to the 11-yard line now. 1st and 10. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Stutzman in the backfield. They go to Stutzman. He'll go up the middle and dive through there, pick up about 2 yards.
Boy, that hole caved in pretty quick. Ran right into number 91, Dylan Peterson. He's had a good game, 6'4" senior. Cameron Sorensen checks in from Oshkosh. See if he's part of this second down play.
He and Labalarte on the near side here. Simonchek and Speaker to the far side. Into the corner they go to Sorensen. Oh, not that time. Knocked away by Rhodes, I believe.
Good coverage, too.
Play is broken up by Rhodes.
So it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 7. Well, 3rd and 8 they're calling it. Okay, we'll make it 3rd and 8. Pretty much the same formation now for this one. Maybe we'll try for the other corner. Speaker, the far side over there.
Ryan Byrne getting ready in case they need him.
Simonchek in motion. Stops, comes back. They hand it off to him. Nope, they fake it to him. Lewandowski almost gets it.
Oh, I like that.
Where are they going to put? Are they going to put that?
Put it at
the 1 or 2?
Put it at the 1.5.
Well, if it's at the 1, they get a first down. If it's at the 2, it's 4th down. Yep, it's at the 2, 4th down. Oh, you got to go for this, don't you?
Well, I don't think so.
No? You kick the field goal?
Here comes the heavy package. Nope, maybe not. It's Trenton Smith in and out. I don't know, when you got a kicker like Byrne, I don't know.
Eagles, 4th down.
All right, 4th down. Let's see if they can at least get that. And they at least get the first down. Forward progress should give him the first down.
It did, and now I like the call. If he wouldn't have gotten it, I would have said.
Wrong call.
I would have said, what the heck's wrong with Byrne? Yeah. Didn't get much more than
well,
just
all they needed was that
chin.
first down. Now, if they give him the first down, I think he had it.
Oh, it looked like it.
Are they going to measure?
Again, it's all ball placement. Could be
official timeout. They're going to
could be 1
measure
inch.
this one. Oh, come on. It looked clearly to me.
Well, it looked like it when the play was stopped, but where was the ball put?
Yeah.
It's a little bit different.
Let's see what it looks like here. They stretch the chain.
Oh, my goodness. I don't think so. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he got
just
it.
by 3 inches.
By barely anything. Yeah, they got it.
Was that a gamble? Maybe.
Maybe. I really don't think it was as close as I don't like the where they placed the ball on that one. I really think he had that. So it'll be 1st down, and they got 4 shots now at getting it into the end zone. I should think we'd be able to pull this off. Let's hope.
Do you throw the ball now in this situation? I don't think so. But let's see what Mike Smith
I think you give it to
decides
Joey Stutzman again.
I sure do. I think their offensive line is done well.
There they do just that. Stutzman piles into it. And, they give him the
did
touchdown.
And he's not a big back either.
He broke the plane.
He went behind the left side. That's Richardson and Mike Bertoya.
Stutzman with a 1-yard run into the end zone.
He's not your power back.
And it's 26-0.
But that time he was, huh?
He hit that line hard. Now let's see what Ryan Byrne can do. He missed an extra point earlier. See if he can put this one through this time. Well, looks good from here, and it is.
Yeah, not the best snap, but but it looked like what? Dylan Grosskites, maybe? We got a penalty. I think that was think the holder that time was, Dylan Grosskreitz from Green Bay. Must have been a post-kick penalty.
Well, they're discussing it now. 9:37 left. We're in the third quarter here now. It's 27-0. The Blue Golds kind of running away with this one.
Family-owned company, and they pride themselves on high-quality products and exceptional guest experience.
Let's see what the umpire, the referee, has to say.
The extra point is good. After the play, we have our sportsman, number 66, La Crosse. That 66 first, our sportsman with disqualification. That 15-yard penalty would be a test on the 16.
Disqualification? I wonder what the heck he did. That's Jordan Lights.
Is that who that was?
Number 60. Oh, there's
we have two 66s.
Connor Berry.
Connor Berry?
Must have been Connor Berry from Marshfield. Disqualification. Oh.
Does that mean he's out of the game?
Sure does.
Well, you can see the coach talking to one of the refs down there. Not happy.
It had to be something pretty egregious, right?
I don't know.
To
well,
disqualify.
You said this is one of the best crews they have available, so.
Disqualification. Ooh.
Now, in that case, does he have to leave the field? We know it lost Nathan Clark earlier.
But I don't know if there's a difference in targeting and just. I think disqualification means you leave the field. I don't know for sure.
Brian Byrne will kick off.
Byrne will kick off. McDonald is back deep for the Blue Golds.
Number 15, McDonald. Number 3,
and Hamer also back there.
Stout.
And Byrne will handle the kick. Here we go. Long one's going to go to McDonald at about the 25. He'll take it out to the 30 now, the 35, the 40. And he'll run into an eagle at about the 45-yard line and get taken down. We got a flag flying, though.
He jumped in the air. I don't think that's a penalty on the defense.
And another flag. Now, another one was thrown to about the 35-yard line.
Brant Bowman. There you go. Brant Bowman on the tackle. Well,
okay, that's where the spot of the foul was.
Yep.
Okay, so they're going to block in the back against the Blue Devils.
The Blue Devils with only one penalty in the first half, and the Eagles with 7.
Wow.
That's a little bit of a concern.
So 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils, starting out on the 25-yard line. Borgerding takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and it looks like he's got nowhere to go with it. He gets taken down.
Yeah, that wasn't designed to run a quarterback draw, but he had no choice but to eat it. Nathan Clark, number 32.
And Anthony Schumann, number 92.
A DB and a defensive lineman collaborate.
So it'll be 2nd and 11. Boy, these Blue Devils are really having a tough time getting any kind of offense going.
No rhythm.
Yeah, the Eagles just keep scoring on them. 27-0 now. 8:56 left. We're in the third quarter. Here come the Eagles again. This time he gets it off, but he throws it behind the receiver.
Yeah, poor throw.
And that was intended for John Smozinski.
Pass intended for Smozinski.
Smozinski from DeForest said, throw it where I can catch it, will you?
Yeah, the tight end. He threw it behind him, that's for sure. So 3rd down and 11 now. They're going to put trips out to the left side this time. Single back, one receiver to the right. Borgerding fades back. He's going long. And we got a flag.
Yeah, 2 of them. I think that's the right call.
Is it?
Yeah.
Who's it on?
Bumped him in route and took him away from his.
Hamer, the intended receiver.
I think it's on
pass interference.
I think it's on Brower.
Well, pass interference is the call, I assume. We'll hear from the white hat.
Pass interference on the defense. Number 25. 15 yards from the previous line. First down.
Kyle Cable,
Yep.
number 25.
Yep. Well, he's been a big part of their special teams, and we knew he'd play a little bit today at rotating in at defensive back.
Okay, 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils now. Borgerden takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Defense is after him. They actually got him. They've got him. And there's a sack.
Defense was after him, and they got him, too.
There's the flag.
Matt Reinfeld.
I think the Eagles were a little too anxious on that one, and
what is the
unnecessary roughness, I think, will be the call. They had the whistle blew, and they still threw the quarterback to the ground.
Well,
you know, they had him in the grasp, as they say, and the whistle blew, and yet the Eagles didn't stop. So,
well, that's a garden variety call. Yeah. Matt Reinfeld made the good hit, but should have stopped right there.
When you hear the whistle, play stops, right? Well, the Blue Devils getting some breaks here. It'll be 1st and 10 now as the ball gets moved to their 47-yard line.
Too many penalties for our Eagles this afternoon.
Borgerding looks like he's okay. It'll be 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking downfield, and again the Eagles are there. And again he gets taken down.
Yeah,
that time it's Ryan Flathers that gets in there.
Yeah, he was the star last year in that overtime when Flathers takes him down, but then he just gets up and doesn't stand over him, doesn't take a chance on a penalty, and that's what you should do.
That's right.
Blue Devils, 2nd down.
All right, 2nd down now. It's going to be 2nd and 14 for Stout. Borgerding looking downfield. He's got some time this time. Oh, are they going to throw? Oh, is that intercepted?
Yeah, I don't know who the heck
Picked
that was
off.
intended for, but right in
Well,
the
it was
arms
intended
of
for McDonald.
Noah Schober. Schober getting, I believe, his first INT from Regis this season.
Albion Eagles, 1st down at the 35.
Matt Janish on the sideline, excited for his defensive unit, the coordinator. Not too excited last week, though, because he played and coached at Platteville. I think that was a kind of a quiet ride home.
Yeah, I'll bet. 1st and 10, Eagles on their 35-yard line. 7:25 left. We're in the 3rd quarter. Lavalarte goes in motion. They fake to Lavalarte. Oh, and they got him. Lewandowski gets taken down.
From the blind side.
But I think he saw him coming. That was that was Luke Wiltz.
Back on the play by Luke Wills.
Well, Luke Wills is a returning starter from last year at 37 tackles from Manawa. You know where that is, don't you? Manawa, Wisconsin, up north.
Yeah, sure. 2nd and 20 for the Eagles. Lewandowski working out of the guns, got 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Hands it to Stutzman. Stutzman will try to go up the left side, and he'll pick up about 3 yards on that one. Oh, they're going to give him, let's make it 5 yards.
Stutzman with a carry.
Official timeout for an injury.
Oh, we've got an injury. We take an official's timeout. Well, we'll take a quick timeout too, and we'll be back with more of today's game. Our score 27-0 right after this. 360 Real Estate Solutions has the keys to your new home. Introducing the Hub on 6th, rooftop lofted condos for sale. Beautifully designed with open floor plans up to 3 bedrooms. The Hub has what you need for city life, from studios to 3 bedrooms to fit your lifestyle and your pocketbook with the extra touches that matter. A rooftop sports court, bike storage with a washing center, community rooms, storage units, laundry, a pet walk, and a workout room. Get your tour today at hubon6.360.bz. Join the party at the Arterial Bar and Grill. See the new look and fun atmosphere. This is the place where people come for a delicious meal and to reconnect with friends. Friday night, try their fish. Saturday night, slow roasted prime rib. Wednesdays, get a basket of wings for just $2. Choose from 13 different sauces. Appetizers like nachos or quesadillas, onion rings, or cheese curds. Breakfast on Saturday and Sunday from 8 to 2 p.m. The Arterial, a La Crosse tradition for over 75 years. Why not make it yours? And welcome back, everyone. Rick Wilson and Terry Erickson. Had an injury on the field.
Trying to get the number, but hope it's not serious, but it's kind of concerning when the Blue Devil trainers waved the Eagle trainers over to help. So,
well, here's a score somebody just sent me. Whitewater Warhawks 14 and the Pioneers 7. I think that's what that says. 14-7, two 4-0 teams going at it. We'll get that officially here in a bit. And Oshkosh over Stevens Point at the half, 17-0, and Eau Claire over River Falls, 17-7 at the half. So we await some information here on our injury.
Yeah, Platteville at Whitewater this afternoon started at 2 o'clock. So, as you said, two teams at on top of the conference, and tough to beat Whitewater at Perkins Stadium, that's for sure.
Yeah. Boy, you got that right. They fire that cannon every time they score a touchdown.
Yeah. We're still kind of we're wondering what the Badger score is here. Is probably in
Wisconsin 7, Michigan State 0. Thank you to Steve Melcher, who just sent us that score.
Well, we got a staff of physicians next to us from Mayo in case they're needed to go down and see what's going on. Full of physicians in the press box today, huh?
Yeah. Well, you hate to see anybody get hurt, and then when it takes this long, you know it's something.
You don't take chances
anymore. Could be
anymore.
Something serious.
Yep.
Could be. Well, next week we're headed to River Falls, and River Falls right now falling behind Eau Claire, is at the halftime anyway. But we will load up the crew and head to River Falls, so I hope you'll tune in, folks. That's a 1 o'clock game. And when are we back here again, Terry? Is it the following week?
I hope so, because I like a 10-minute drive from my house.
Yeah, we like being here, that's for sure. Yeah, that'll be Oshkosh on the 26th. They'll come back here.
Yeah, ran into, as we are still waiting for the...
Looks like they're picking him up, putting him in. He's going to get a ride off the field. It must be a injury, a leg or knee or ankle or something like that.
Looks like number 31 maybe. Logan Peterson from Somerset. We're just kind of guessing here. But anyway, I ran into C.J. Siegel's parents the other day at lunch. And, of course, C.J. is playing at UND. Had a great game last week with 2 interceptions. In fact, nominated for the FCS Player of the Week as a freshman, a redshirt freshman.
Nice.
Had 2 interceptions against UC Davis. And for those that don't know, the FCS has 126 teams, and he was one of 10 freshmen nominated for that award. FCS is Football Championship Series. The other one, of course, is the BCS. We know about that, Wisconsin and all. the other big teams in Division I. So CJ Siegel, congratulations to him. And want you to know that we're keeping track of you here on KQEG.
Number of the
Logan graduate, by the way.
Number of the lacrosse players stepping over to wish the injured player best of luck. Still not sure that's a 31.
Yep.
It might be an 11.
No help from our coaches. I'm not sure that number either.
All right, we're back to the game here now. 3rd down and 15 for the Eagles. Here's Lewandowski. Fades back, looking for a receiver. He's going for Speaker, and nope, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been complete, even though he would have caught it.
Joey Stutzman was open. He was his check down, I'm sure. But they went long trying to get that first down and just didn't quite get it there. So the Blue Devils going to get it back here now as Sean Parker comes out. He will kick the ball to Hamer. Levi Hamer down about the 35-yard line. And the Blue Devils will see if they can get something going here. There's the kick. Ooh, not one of his best. It takes a Blue Devil bounce at about the 49-yard line, so they're going to put it at the 50.
Shanked it.
Yeah.
This is not a day for kicking records, is it?
No. It's unusual for Sean Parker.
Boy, I know he's one of the best. I tell him that every time I come to practice, and of course he's on the sideline usually talking to somebody because kickers have a lot of free time during practice. You know that?
Yep.
Stout first down at the 49.
First down.
See if the Blue Devils can capitalize on this good field position, huh?
1st and 10 now. Blue Devils with the ball. Portinger. There's a throw. He's got a wide open man there. Levi Hamer was wide open on that one.
Wow, that was not good coverage. Very soft. Peter Kissling just kind of allowed the catch.
Yeah. Blue Devils will line up with trips to the right this time. Fakes to the back, and the Eagle defense let him get away, and he finds a receiver.
Got away from the stunt.
Tyler Seymour.
Yeah.
And they'll move the sticks again.
Seymour, a big
first
target,
down.
too.
Pierre Rhodes with the catch. First down.
Saw that in the first half a couple times. Failure to wrap up.
1st and 10. They'll put the ball at about the 15-yard line. 5:37 left in the 3rd quarter here. Eagles in the lead, 27-0. Burgerding
stunned
fading
again.
Back. He's going to have to run with it, it looks like.
No contain to the outside.
And he'll throw it away.
Fortunate for the Blue Goals. For the Blue Goals, I'm thinking of Aquinas playing here next Friday night.
Yeah, that's not the Blue Goals. Borgerding, though, with a big, kind of a dramatic thing as he went out of bounds. I think he was pushed, so he went down and he rolled and he rolled and he rolled and went out of bounds with it.
Pulled out and knocked out of bounds by Joey Bolda.
He was hoping for a flag there, I think.
Speaking of our Aquinas Blue Goals, they end the season next week, and they started strong but have lost 2 in a row.
Well, 2 of the best teams, too. Lancaster and Mineral Point, wasn't it? Yeah,
yes.
2 of the top teams in that Southwest Conference.
But they're on their way to the playoffs. Good for them.
Should be. 2nd down and 10. Borgerding takes the snap, looks over, and into the end zone. No, broken up.
Ooh, that was
Peter Fleming.
That was a possibility right there. That was
Kissling. Peter Kissling.
Yeah, that was a good pass, too.
Peter Kissling.
Kissling breaks it up.
Brings up 3rd down.
And it'll be 3rd down now for the Blue Devils.
Some personnel changes on 3rd and long.
5:14 left.
Elijah Alt now a defensive back.
Here's Borgerding. Out of the gun, single back. Looking for a receiver. He throws to the corner. Oh my goodness. Touchdown.
Oh, boy.
That was interesting. It bounced out of the hands of Noah Schuber and into the hands of McDonald. And a touchdown for
for Stout. Finally,
Yeah.
Finally, they reached the end zone. That wasn't the way it was designed, but
Not quite what we wanted to see, no. So 27-6 now.
Point by Benzinger coming up.
oh my goodness.
Did they get it?
No.
No.
Benzinger, I was reading a little bit about him. Finalist for the Fred Mitchell Award watch list.
Wow.
Top kicker in Division III, one of the tops. In terms of performance and community service, so he's quite a young man.
Quite a young man. 27-6, our score now.
Mayo Clinic Health System Sports Medicine offers a coordinated team approach to evaluate, diagnose, and treat athletes of all kinds, from high school and college team members to people with active related injuries.
A little promotion for Mayo.
Yeah,
as we wait for this. Yeah, as we wait for this kick. Going to have Dr. Jagum on Seven Rivers Sports here in about 2 weeks.
Benzinger to kick off and Simonchek.
Talking about as the director of sports medicine, what's going on in the world of handling athletes now with Mayo. So talk about monitoring projects and all the things they're doing with UWL.
Here's the kick. Benzinger kicks it all the way down, taking it about the 5 by Simonchek. Out to the 20 now. 25, 30. And they'll take him down at about the 37-yard line. And again, a nice run back by Jake Simonchek.
Typical run back.
We're down to 5 minutes here in the third quarter.
Simonchek with the return.
Keep hoping that the weather will clear up a little more. It looks like it may have stopped snowing. Let's hope it doesn't turn to rain.
As fog sets in,
it's kind of a fog,
the east.
1st and 10 now for the Eagles. Simonchek goes in motion. They hand it to Stutzman. Finds some running room. And Joey Stutzman will pick up about 7 yards on that one.
Yeah, he's had a good afternoon using Speaker as a decoy. Stutzman 41 yards at halftime.
Yep. 2nd down. 2nd and 4 for the Eagles. Stutzman in the backfield. Lewandowski working out of the gun here. 2 receivers on the right side, 1 on the left. He's looking to the right. Oh, and he bounces it in front of Labalarte. And that'll bring it up 3rd down.
Threw it through the outstretched hands of Dylan Peterson. He's made a living in the Eagle backfield this afternoon. He's been impressive.
3rd and 4. See if we can do it this time. 3rd down. This time, looking over the middle. He's got him. Finds Speaker. Speaker still on his feet. Gets it down to the 30-yard line. A great pass, great run.
Yeah, Speaker excited about that. Yards after contact. He specializes in that.
That's for sure.
1st down.
Number 17.
1st and 10 now for the Eagles. In Blue Devil territory on the 30-yard line. Lewandowski sets him up. Single back. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Hands it to Stutzman. Stutzman finds an opening, and he'll pick up almost 10 yards. I think he's going to get 9 on that one.
Yeah, he did that based on great blocking on that left side, too, which got him the touchdown earlier. Eagles much improved blocking here this afternoon.
2nd down and 2.
Richardson, Batoya, Bongers, Orek, and Connor Berry.
Sorensen goes in. McManus comes out.
Second and 2.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Speaker in motion. Pulls up, fakes the handoff. They give it to Stutzman again. He's going to get the first down and maybe another total of 5 yards on that one.
Not convinced that play was set to go to the outside, but that's what was open. Of course, backs need to improvise and find running lanes, and he does that well.
1st and 10. Eagles now inside the red zone. Ball on the 16. 2:38 left on the clock. Snap. Again, they go to Stutzman. This time, they're going to throw him for a loss.
Big loss.
Loss of about 4 on the play, so it'll make it 2nd and 14.
I count 5 Blue Devils right there to meet him.
Yeah. They saw him coming that time.
Boy, Sparta showed an incredible defense last night in the game we broadcast at Empire Stadium. Their pursuit angle, their number of Spartans arriving at the ball, I mean, it surprised the heck out of a lot of people. What a great win for
Sparta.
Adam Dow and the Spartans.
2nd down and 14 now. Lewandowski takes the snap, looks downfield. He's going for the end zone. Speaker's there. Did he get it?
Sure did.
He did. Touchdown, Eagles.
He got it by half a step. And by the way, there was a tight window, and so credit Lewandowski again for a perfect pass. Is he redeeming himself this afternoon? I say.
Guess. That was nice. Lewandowski, or rather Speaker, keeps his feet in.
Speaker, 2nd touchdown here this afternoon.
See if they can add an extra point now. Ryan Byrne. Lewandowski, the holder. It's 33-6. Kick is up. Nope, we got a flag.
Yeah.
Somebody offsides.
We got a pre-snap flag, and I believe that was on the Eagles. 2 flags, so must have been pretty obvious. We mentioned Speaker had 10 touchdowns last year and has been way behind that this year, but now he's gaining some ground.
I was going to say, there's time to catch up.
Exactly. He's gaining ground.
Let's hope over the next couple of games. Thank you. Can you update that?
Oh.
Oh.
So there you go. Now do you run it? I don't think so.
12 men on the field, half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, and that's the job of the 2 officials underneath the goalpost, is to count.
Yeah.
To make sure that the numbers are right.
7 plays, 62 yards, and a 20-yard pass to Speaker puts it into the end zone. So we're going to re-kick it, I guess. Here's Ryan Byrne again. Gets another shot at it.
Again, Dylan Grosskreitz, the holder.
Kick is up, and that one was no good.
Oh.
Looks like it went to the right there.
Eagles 33.
So he's missed a couple of them today. That's kind of unusual.
You sure that's Ryan Byrne kicking?
Yeah, well, number 15.
Or is that somebody that's using his jersey?
Maybe that's it. Yeah, that could be.
He won't sleep very well tonight.
Minute 39 left in the 3rd quarter now. 33-6. Eagles with a pretty comfortable lead. One of our viewers pointing out that UWL was national champs in 1985, beating Iowa, Montana, and California for #1 in the USA. Back when Coach Roger Herring was our coach here.
Yes, I attended many of those games, just so you know.
Minute 39 left in the 3rd quarter. Oshkosh now over Stevens Point, 20-7. They're in the 4th quarter. Eau Claire over River Falls, 24-14. They are in the 3rd quarter. Still nothing on that Platteville Whitewater game other than what we saw a little while ago. Taking it about the 20-yard line by McDonald. He's got some blockers in front of him, but the Eagles get right through there, take him down out the 27, 28-yard line.
I watch a lot of practices here, and the Eagles spend a lot of time on their coverage units.
Last we heard, it was 14-7, Whitewater over Platteville, with halftime approaching.
Blue Devil first down at 29.
All right, 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 29. Blue Devils. Borgerding out of the gun. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Looking downfield, he gets rid of it quickly. It's caught, but Hamer catches it, and he's quickly caught. They'll give him about 3 yards on that play.
Yeah, good closing speed. Give him the catch, but then Peter Kissling says, you're not going any further than this.
Second down and 7. And again, Borgerding takes the snap. Throws it over the middle. He's got McDonald. McDonald slips away from the defender and dives forward. And I think they're going to give him the first down.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been, but he slipped through Rusty Murphy's tackle, which is not easy to do.
That's unusual. That'll move the sticks. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. It's like the Eagles, nope, they back off. I thought they were going to bring the house there, but going deep, and the defender falls down, but he overthrew his guy. He was throwing for Tyler Seymour, and he overthrew him, especially after Max Brower fell down.
Yeah, I know. But I think
we got a flag?
A holding penalty, perhaps. Again, family and friends weekend. Friends, good friends still here. Quasi-friends, I think they left. Well, family is still here, though.
Some people said, you know, the band is over, let's go home.
Yeah, well, that's the way it used to be with the marching chiefs.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty good band today.
Of course, then when you go to a Badger game, you don't leave until after the 5th quarter. You know that. You know that.
That's right. Let's see what the White Hat has to say.
Personal foul, number 77 on the offense, 15 yards.
Naughty.
Personal foul.
Thomas Roble, 6'6", 340 from Carver, Minnesota. When you're that big, you don't need to be naughty. Just look at somebody, that's enough.
So it's going to be 1st and 25, it looks like. Yep, 1st and 25 for the Blue Devils as they get pushed back 15 yards. Borgerding now out of the gun, takes the snap. He's got 3 receivers out there. Oh, they're chasing him down. Whoa, that was almost picked off. Last minute he tried to throw it. It looked like to John Smozinski.
He did.
And it kind of bounced off of him, and there were 2 Eagles that looked like they had a chance at grabbing it. So an incomplete pass brings up 2nd down and 25.
Almost bounced into the arms of, I believe, Ryan Flathers, wasn't it?
Looked like it.
From Lewiston.
So the Blue Devils now trips out to the left side, single receiver to the right. That's Hamer.
Lewiston,
on the right side.
The home of Lewiston Monument. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Bernie
Kennedy.
Bernie Kennedy, sponsor of Seven River Sports.
Over the middle to McDonald. He's got some room to go. And a nice run by McDonald after that catch. He'll pick up about 20 yards.
And a penalty, you know what it was? I think illegal downfield by the middle screen people. I believe that's what it was, or holding.
On the play.
They faked the bubble screen to the outside, and they went inside with a middle screen, but that's not going to work.
Let's see what they have to say here.
I think our mic is not working. Probably frozen.
All right, here we go.
Holding. Number 77 on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Thomas Roble, personal foul and now a holding.
Wow.
2 in a row.
Two in a row. He's probably going to be sitting down.
I know what my coach would say. Let's have a little talk here, Thomas.
8 seconds left, third quarter here. Second down and let's see. It's got to be second down and about 30.
And the quarter will end.
And the quarter will end as it ticks away. So we'll take a break. Our score 33-6. Eagles are in the lead, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter after these messages. Stick around.
At Ace of La Crosse, they know that playtime around here goes year-round. Make the Sportsland stop before you head out hunting, fishing, or camping for quality products and services at great prices. Talk over your outdoor plans with the experts at Ace of La Crosse, your work and play headquarters.
Mix 96 and 107.3 La Crosse. I'm Reed Magnum.
And I'm Chelsea Lynn. And boy, what a fun summer that was.
It was a fun summer. We gave away 2 prize packages, Chelsea.
Yes.
First one with Pepsi, the Ariana Grande prize package. Second one with Mountain Dew, the Jonas Brothers. And the prize packages to Milwaukee, hotel stay, $200 spending money, and a $100 gas card in addition to the pair of great seats. So it was a lot of fun and a lot of water park passes.
Yes.
So thank you guys for a great summer.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson along with Terry Erickson. Back here for the fourth quarter. Second down and 30 for the Blue Devils.
Get some fill-in material in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, well, they're going to find out what that Whitewater score is for us, aren't you? All right, well, we got the third quarter stats here. We can take a look at that. Second down and 30. Let's see what the Blue Devils do. Borgerding, he's going to try and run with it. He's not going to get more than a yard or 2 on that one. So how's that rushing game looking now?
Oh, the rushing game is still a little bit to be determined, but whoa, we're at that 99-yard point.
Yeah, we're close. 300 yards of passing, though, so they're almost at 400 yards of offense here. The Blue Devils with only 154 yards. 6 yards rushing, that's all.
Yeah. I still think if you're one thing that concerns me, and we'll come back to that right after this.
Joey Stutzman was 70 yards.
Yeah.
A net of 62. Here's Borgerding. He's going deep there. Got a man open, and he gets hit right away. Not going to get the first down. It'll bring up fourth down and about 8.
Still, that was well done.
Very well done. That was a great play.
5 black jerseys surrounded him, and he still made the catch. But I was saying one thing that concerns me is if you look down the stat sheet, is the Eagles 1 for 9 on third down conversions.
Stout, fourth down.
But 3 for 4 on fourth down conversions.
So here we go.
Out.
Blue Devils, they're going for it on fourth down. Trips to the right. Borgerding looking downfield. He's going to get hit. Rusty Murphy is there, and they're going to pull him down as he struggles to get back to the line of scrimmage. And maybe gained a yard on that one. But
pull him down, get up, and get away, and don't pick up a penalty.
Absolutely. Nice effort on the part of Borgerding, but he just couldn't carry that, 500 pounds of muscle.
I would say
very
a little
far.
more than that.
We had at least 2 guys on him.
Josh Dorsner, one of them.
Yeah.
6'6", 265.
Wow.
From Nina.
Well, here it says Whitewater up 14-7. They're in the third quarter. Third quarter just started. Lewandowski looking downfield. He's got Speaker, and he hits him. Speaker with a catch at about the 20-yard line. Finally goes down.
He's still not down.
Well, they're whistling like crazy, so we'll call him down there.
He's still vertical. Well, we talked about targeting Speaker in a positive way here this afternoon, and that was answered.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 now. Ball is on the 19-yard line. Lewandowski, the snap gets a little high, but he throws it away, and it'll go right out of the end zone. Probably a smart move, huh?
Yes.
They were coming at him, for sure.
Either that or eat it, one of the two.
Yeah. They were coming for him, that's for sure.
The advice that Mike Schmidt gave Evan Lewandowski after last Saturday's game has proved fruitful, to say the least.
2nd and 10. Lewandowski. Speaker this time. Speaker grabs it and picks up a couple yards.
The sure-handed Speaker on a hitch pattern. Some scores our way, and now your way.
There we go. Whitewater over Platteville in the 3rd, 14-7. Eau Claire and River Falls, 24-14 in the 4th, and Oshkosh 20, Stevens Point 7. That's in the 4th also. All right, 3rd down and 4. Six seconds on the play clock. 4, 3. There, he gets it off. Lewandowski into the corner to Speaker. Touchdown. That looked simple, didn't it?
Speaker's parents and friends came from Brainerd to watch this game, and I'm sure that was worth their drive from Brainerd to Minnesota.
So let's add a couple more points. And now it's 39-6. Ryan Byrne will try to put an extra point up there. And it's good.
That's the Ryan Byrne we know.
There you go.
I don't think he was around.
So 40-6 now. Eagles in the lead with just under 12 minutes left in the 4th quarter here.
So looking at what's ahead for the Eagles as we have our Lewandowski 9-yard pass to Speaker. 44 yards. It took 1 minute and 29 seconds.
4 plays.
And only 4 plays.
Wow.
So what's ahead? We love broadcasting.
Well, we have River Falls is next. And then they'll come back to play Oshkosh here. And then I think we go to Whitewater after that.
We do.
And then we go to Stevens Point.
Yeah, and we sit here watching another crew broadcast.
Oh, Channel 19 will have the Eau Claire game.
Yeah.
That's right.
And we'll have to just
we could sit here and kibitz. Can we sit here and kibitz during that game, you know?
Yeah.
Ryan Byrne to kick off.
12 minutes.
Scott Emmerich will take the lead on that, I'm sure, right?
40-6. Got McDonald and is that Hamer maybe back deep? Yep. It's going to go into the end zone. McDonald just down it there. They'll bring it out. So no run back on that play. And the Blue Devils will get it back. Gee, that was Sean Parker on that kickoff.
Oh, okay.
Rather than Ryan Byrne.
Yeah, giving Ryan Byrne's leg a little rest.
Yeah, after he made that extra point, huh?
Talked to the soccer coaches yesterday. I'll come back to that after this play.
1st and 10 now for the Blue Devils. Borgerding fades back. There's the throw. Hits McDonald, and McDonald quickly taken down by Peter Fleming. Kissling, excuse me.
Peter Fleming on 7 River Sports.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, yeah.
Next week from the Cross Central. I wonder what his thoughts will be after the Hilltoppers sent him home. Pretty ugly mood.
Second down and 9.
Last night right here,
yeah.
right?
41-0. 2nd and 9. Borgerding again looking downfield. Over the middle he goes, and he hits his man. He bounces off. It's McDonald, bounces off the defender and heads the other way. That was Rusty Murphy that he bounced off of.
Yeah, it was.
Came back the other way, picked up more yards, and they move it out to the 50 now. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils.
First down, Blue Devils at midfield.
Borgerding in the backfield, Josh Nytek. There's the throw. Oh, did he catch that? No, he didn't.
Oh, that was a great adjustment, though.
He had to adjust for that. Nathan Clark.
Thrown to the
Was
outside.
that number 32?
Yeah, thrown to the outside. And that was well done. Didn't produce any yards, but he sure made a valiant effort, didn't he?
He did. 2nd down and 10.
Stunt.
Oh, and they got him. A nice throw and even better catch by Hamer.
Sure was, right between the DBs and the linebackers.
And he had to adjust, as you say.
No, it's just one of those passes that's not interceptable.
1st and 10, ball on the 35 now. Borgerding, over the middle he goes, got a man again. Hits Hamer.
All of a sudden, Borgerding is finding his rhythm.
He's finding his receivers is what he's doing.
Sure is.
And the ball moved down to about the 20-yard line now. 1st and 10 again for the Blue Devils. They're moving quickly downfield here.
Yeah, Kissling on the tackle, but not till the Blue Devils enter the red zone.
226 yards of passing now for the Blue Devils so far. Only 8 yards rushing. Borgerding again now. And this time into the end zone goes Hamer for a touchdown.
Jeez, a tight window, too. That was an impressive drive. Shows you what they're all about.
Very impressive.
Nathan Clark there, too, but great pass.
Quickly down the field.
Jeez, it didn't take them long to put some points on the board.
Sure didn't.
I like that simply because it shows resolve, perseverance, no quitting.
So 40-12 now.
Coming up for the Blue Devils.
10-12 left on the clock.
Going for 2, of course.
And they will. Josh Nytek in the backfield. So there's the throw, and can he walk it in? He does.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Peter Kissling missed that tackle. He went after Hamer, but Hamer just sort of shook him off and went into the end zone for the extra points. So that'll make it 40-14. Six plays, 75 yards. Minute 47 it took him to do that. And they just have to do that about 4 more times to get back into this game.
Clock is not their friend, though.
No, definitely not.
UW Credit Union is a proud supporter of UW Athletics.
Of course, if you're a coach, you know this, that despite the score being 40-14, the defensive coaches are not happy with that.
So the Eagles will get it back again. I don't know. When you're this far ahead, do you find that sometimes the players maybe slack off a little bit? Or, I mean, I know you don't want them to, but human nature?
Perhaps. That's a question for a sports psychologist.
Okay.
So
we probably have one in the next room here. Huh?
I think we probably do.
Benzinger to kick off. Brad Tobin deep for the
Do we have
this
an
time
onside kick?
Simonchek is not deep this time. It's Brad Tobin. So let's see. Maybe it will be an onside kick.
Little punch, pooch
not
kick.
really an onside kick. Stutzman takes it at the 35 and downs it right away.
Do the Eagles bring their first unit back out?
Looks like Lewandowski's ready to go. So
I'd like to see Jack Connolly, the 6'2" quarterback from Aurora, Illinois. sometime this quarter too, just to have
Maybe.
my first look at him.
Well, we saw him in one play last week, and seems like it was an incomplete pass. Don't remember now. 1st and 10. Eagles at the 35-yard line. Lewandowski at the controls. Stutzman in the backfield. Lewandowski looking downfield. There's the throw, and he's got him. He hits Speaker.
Perfect.
And he's pushed out of bounds by Canner Griner.
There's two number 8s too, Rick, on the Eagles. So before I mentioned Dylan Grosskreutz as a holder, but it really wasn't him. It was Lewandowski.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, but did you notice 2 number 8s?
No, I didn't.
Yes.
You're right.
So I'm right on that regard, and I'm wrong on who was in there.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's 1 out of 1, or whatever. 1st and 10 for the Eagles again. Now they're on the 49-yard line of the Blue Devils. Snap to Lewandowski, goes to Stutzman. Stutzman jumps through the line and dives for the first down.
Yeah.
They're going to say he was short, though. They're going to mark that at the 40.
Do you notice how that hole opened up, though, so nicely?
Yes, he found that hole. Into the lineup now is Trenton Smith, and Simonchek will come out.
He's been in there on heavy packages, but I don't think he's carried the ball yet, Trenton Smith.
Cal Mazer in the lineup, too. We haven't, I don't think we've called his number today, have we?
No.
I think this is the first time I've seen him in there anyway.
Actually, Trenton Smith, the H-back, so he won't carry the ball. He'll block, though.
There's Joey Stutzman getting the first down.
And a good block by Trenton Smith. He was in there to do his job, and he did it.
First down, Eagles.
Yep, first down. That'll move the sticks. Down to 8:35 left in the game. 40-14 Eagles. I think it stopped snowing, finally. Now it's just still a little windy out there. First and 10. Lewandowski fades back. Oh, somebody got their hand up there and tipped that one.
Yeah, it looked like a couple guys pressured him, but I think number 47 knocked it away. Brandon Vicchio, the linebacker from Tomahawk.
Second down and 10.
Simonchek in, see what they feature him or Speaker to the boundary side here on second down.
Stutzman still in the backfield. They go to Stutzman. Again, he gets through the line this time and picks up about 9 yards. Well, they'll give him 8 yards. Let's make that 8 yards.
Absolutely great block by Alex Richardson from Boulder Creek, Arizona High School.
That should put Stutzman over 100 yards for this game, I'm thinking.
Yeah. Encouraging.
Yes. They've got 109 yards rushing so far. Make that 117. They just picked up another 8. It's 3rd down and 2. Josh Madison in the lineup in the backfield there as they
tried to hit Speaker.
Hit an incomplete pass.
Pass intended for Speaker.
Tried to hit him on the sideline.
That brings up 4th down.
Couldn't adjust quick enough.
4th down. Stutzman back in. Madison comes out.
On a nice day, you might see a field goal attempt here, but not this afternoon.
Fourth and 2.
So they'll go for it. 4th and 2. Stutzman in the backfield. They'll go to Stutzman. He'll look for an opening. He's got it, too. Look at that. And then some. Down to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and into the end zone.
Here's the problem.
But there's a flag.
There's 2 flags. One.
2.
at the line of
There's a
scrimmage
flag on the play.
and 1 on the edge. And they're both going to be against the Eagles.
Well, let's see what they say here.
So that spectacular run will come back.
Sure looked good.
Those darn officials, they just ruin
They
everything.
ruin it, don't they? Well, the worst thing is they retire and become broadcasters. Oh, wait. Oh, what am I saying?
I think you're...
Let's hear what he says.
Oh.
There's a personal foul, slap to the face by number 47 on the defense. There's holding, number 2 on the offense. No falls offset. 4th down.
Cal Mazer.
Repeat 4th down.
Cal Mazer on the edge. Slap to the face. That's not nice. You ever been slapped in the face?
Maybe once. What was her name?
I think you were flirting with somebody and your wife was sitting next to you.
Was that what it was? Maybe that's what it was. 4th and 2.
But you know better than that?
I know better than that. 4th and 2 now. 7 minutes left here. Let's see if they give it to Stutzman again. McManus in there at tight end. Oh, he's going to move to the other side. The snap, they go to Stutzman. He's going to dive in there. I don't think he's going to get it this time, Terry.
No, Blue Devil ball.
Blue Devil ball.
He's about a 2 yards short.
Yep, could not find the opening that time. Too bad. That was a great run he had, but I suppose without that hold, he may not have had that great run, huh?
Yeah. Well, we in jest we talk about the officials and what, but how you couldn't play a game without them, could you?
No, I suppose not.
Nobody get along. You'd be fighting all the time.
There you go, yeah.
Because you say, well, you got to play on your honor system. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That'll work.
Yeah, we're honorable young men. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That'll work, sure. All right, Blue Devils get the ball now. 1st and 10 on their own 30. Ooh, and that's got all sorts of movement down there. Somebody.
Number 77, Thomas Roble, again jumped. He will not be our player of the game.
Well, maybe he will be. I mean, he worked out well for the Eagles, right?
Well, number 77, that's his fourth penalty. If you run sprints based on a penalty, he's going to be running for a while. Do we have a Badger score at all? We got about 8 people in the box, or somebody must have it. 17-0 Badgers in the first half.
17-0 Badgers. Really?
You know where I'm watching the second half, don't you?
Here's Borgerding going deep and almost picked off.
Underthrown.
Nathan Clark.
Yeah, Nathan Clark
almost had that.
You know where I'm watching the second half of the Badger game, don't you?
No.
Yeah, you do.
Tell me.
One of our sponsors has it on.
Oh, Spencer Marlier was the intended receiver. Would you be watching Seven Rivers Sports?
I'd be watching the Packer
Oh,
game at
that's Monday night, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll be watching it at home. But the Badger game at Howie's, of course.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I wondered where you were going with that.
Who knows sometimes.
Nick Argadas, ball carrier, picks up a yard.
By Callum making the
40-14, 6.5 minutes left. Here's the Blue Devils now, 3rd and 9. Borgerding out of the gun, takes the snap. Eagles coming after him. He throws it down the middle. It's caught. Caught at about the 45, and he takes it out to the 50.
Under pressure, too.
And that was
pass complete to Seymour.
that would be Seymour, Tyler Seymour, 6'3" sophomore.
Yeah. He's had a good game.
He has. I mentioned him a couple times. Here's 6 minutes left now. Blue Devils are moving the ball in this quarter. There we go. Eagles got him this time. He's wrapped up by Ryan Flathers and taken down for a loss.
Yeah, he stepped into the pocket, which you're taught to do, but only if there's no defense there.
Ryan Flathers was waiting for him when he stepped in.
Well, he was the hero a year ago against these same Blue Devils.
Second down and 15 for the Blue Devils. Receivers, 5 receivers out there, 3 to the left side, 2 to the right. Here's the throw. He's got Hamer open. Hamer gets the first down.
Yeah, he did.
Borgerding threw that as he was being
Borgerding's pass complete to Hamer.
thrown for a loss or taken down, but he got rid of it and
Now
completed the
first down.
pass. Very nice.
What's a blue devil? You ever look that up? What's?
It's a devil that's blue in color.
Oh, really?
No, I don't know. I don't think there is such a thing, is there? Okay. Borgerding again. Fades back. He's got McDonald this time. Hits McDonald. Schobers is there to take him down.
Drag route, another first down. If there was a cult of actual devils on this earth, I think they would file a complaint and to eliminate the devils from being a mascot, don't you think?
Probably, yeah. It'd be politically incorrect, you're saying?
Well, of course it would.
First and 10, clock ticking at 4:30. Borgerding again, looking downfield, and incomplete.
Yeah, threw behind him.
Yep, Hamer's the intended.
Hamer, the intended receiver.
Just a friendly push by the Blue Devils, and the official said, I'm not going to.
Yeah, I think Clark was looking for a
Yeah,
pass interference there, wasn't he?
I don't think that was anything
offensive.
worth calling.
Borgerding, quick snap, throws it down, and caught. Yes, on the 2-yard line, pulled in by Spencer Marlier. I got to check that pronunciation.
Yeah, Max Brower on the coverage. Great adjustment.
Spencer Marlier. Borgerding now takes the snap. He's going to run with it. Oh, and he falls down to about the 2-yard line.
Tried to
basically
get there,
back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, tripped up by A.J. Spichala, linebacker from Muskego.
Blue Devils threatening now, 40-14. Eagles in the lead. Second down and goal. Borgerding going to try and run it in, but looks like Rusty Murphy wraps him up, takes him down at the 1.
Desperately trying to get there as we're approaching 3 minutes here this afternoon.
Brings up third down. Third and goal, ball on the 1. See if the Eagles can stop him here. Into the corner. And nope, incomplete.
Boy, nearly caught.
Boy, I tell you, those two, the defender and the receiver, were locked arm in arm. Did you see that?
I did see that.
I'm surprised they didn't call something down there.
I think that's a good no call. Max Brower.
Do you?
On the defense.
Fourth down.
Two changes for the Eagles. Zach Bowdry. Matt Reinfeldt.
All right, last chance. See if they can put it in the end zone. I think they got it.
And they
did. Touchdown.
Nicely done. Good call. Good again.
Nick Argatis with the touchdown.
Nice block inside too.
Nick Argatis, the ball carrier.
I like that sequence of plays. Play call. Tyler Nichols from Eau Claire Memorial. I remember him. A freshman, got a great block on the left side.
40-20, just under 3 minutes left, and they'll try to kick that extra point. No,
Right,
they're going to go for 2.
Well, Las Vegas odds on this game were 20 points, so there you go.
Okay, stop right here. Borgerding, he's wide open. Throws it to Nick Argatis.
You
And
know why? Rusty Murphy
boom.
stunted, and he's upset with a DB who didn't cover. Murphy stunted from the wide side, and nobody took the flat area.
So 40-22 our score now. with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left. I think we got to take one more break, so we'll do that right now, and we'll come back right after this. Stick around.
At Ace of La Crosse, they know that playtime around here goes year-round. Make the Sportsland stop before you head out hunting, fishing, or camping for quality products and services at great prices. Talk over your outdoor plans with the experts at Ace of La Crosse, your work and play headquarters.
Mix 96 and 107.3 La Crosse. I'm Reed Magnum.
And I'm Chelsea Lynn. And boy, what a fun summer that was.
It was a fun summer. We gave away 2 prize packages, Chelsea.
Yes.
First one with Pepsi, the Ariana Grande prize package. Second one with Mountain Dew, the Jonas Brothers. And the prize packages to Milwaukee, hotel stay, $200 spending money, and a $100 gas card in addition to the pair of great seats. So it was a lot of fun and a lot of water park passes.
Yes.
So thank you guys for a great summer.
Welcome back, everybody. Rick Wilson and Terry Erickson. 2:57 left. There's an onside kick by Stout. Did they get it?
They did.
Yep, Stout gets it.
Onside kick recovered by McDonald.
Looked like through the arms of
McDonald recovers it.
Well, Cole Speaker was up there too with his sure hands, and he couldn't corral it.
(40-22), and Stout with the ball with under 3 minutes left. The Eagle defense is back on the field. First and 10. Right over the middle, he finds, I think that's Josh Nitek.
Yeah, they've had some success on those under routes.
Yep.
Josh Nitek with the catch.
Nitek, second down, 2nd and 7.
Joey Bolda on the tackle.
Borgerding going deep this time. Whoa, he caught it. After he pushed off on the defender, though.
He did.
He pushed off. I'm sorry that Tyler Seymour catches the ball.
Mike Schmidt is hollering, and he is exactly right.
I mean, you and I saw that. I can't believe that the ref didn't see that.
Juggling act on that, too.
Borgerding now, they're coming after him, and this time they take him down.
Yeah. He deserves that after getting away with an offensive penalty.
Josh Dorschner in there. On the tackle.
What goes around comes around, right?
Yep, 2nd down and 19 now. We're down to 2 minutes left. Borgerding clapping it. Okay, here he goes. Looks downfield. Dodges the defenders. And tries to hit McDonald, but incomplete.
The flag in the backfield.
Holding, I think. Yeah, the officials have done a good job, Rick, but they did miss that offensive pass interference.
We had somebody ask a question here, Terry. Maybe you can answer that question. Chris Olson says, what's the heavy package?
The heavy package is...
You keep talking about the heavy package.
Chris Olson, if it's the Chris Olson that played for me that lives in Minneapolis, that went to Luther High School, Chris, the heavy package is when we bring in people like you to block 2 tight ends and a heavy-duty running back for a short-yardage situation. That's what it is.
Whitewater and Platteville are tied at 14 apiece. Borgender goes deep. And is it caught?
Well, it wasn't, but I wondered if it's the Chris Olson that played for me when he was young and works in as administration at a Lutheran high school in Minneapolis area. And I hope it is him because I miss that guy.
It might be her.
Could be her, too.
Could be her. We don't know. Anyway, thank you, Chris, for asking the question. 3rd down and 29.
Either one, they're both good people.
Borgender goes deep again, looking for Hamer. He's got him. Levi Hamer catches that one.
He's suddenly looking spectacular.
No kidding.
Through tight windows.
All the way down to the 15-yard line or 14-yard line on that one, and a timeout called by Stout.
Oh. Kind of like to be in the huddle here and see what Matt Janish has to say to his defensive unit. It's like, guys, enough is enough here. Come on, how much rice can a Chinaman eat? Let's go. Play defense.
Okay.
The clouds are leaving. I can even see the flag on top of Granddad's Bluff.
There you go.
And
In that grassy area.
Minute 33 left here.
there's a silver lining in this kind of nasty day.
Junior high and elementary school youth and the stands.
I still don't see the same energy in the second half with the Eagles that they had in the first half.
We've seen that more than once.
That bothers me. It just you got to play all 4 quarters, don't you?
Eagles have scored 20.
I mean, even they were up by 40 points at one time. Now it's 40-22, so they've definitely even though there's not much time left, they've let Stout come back into the game somewhat. 4th and 1 now for Stout.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that'll be.
You talk to Coach about that next week, okay?
Timeout.
Eagles.
Yeah. Obviously, need to address something. Not just for a water break, I can tell you that.
Well, I hope not.
Well,
maybe they had to get in some more commercials on the big jumbo screen.
Maybe two big games next week for us, high school games, and then
Luther Aquinas and Central West Salem
to River Falls,
and then River Falls on Saturday,
and then to be determined on our sort of our high school postseason calendar of coverage. Oh, this is one of my favorite songs right here too.
I'm thinking it might be Holman and Aquinas that we follow into the playoffs, and possibly Bangor. We'll see. Kind of get a feel for, what folks want to see, especially if they're on the road. I know if you, as you say, the Blue Golds go on the road, a lot of people are going to want us to go with them.
I see some Eagles dancing to this country western music right here.
Trying to keep warm, bouncing down there.
I don't think so. Huh? Anthony Schumann had a pretty good couple of good
moves. There's an interesting shot up there on the I don't know what that is, but all right, here we go. Minute 33 left. And did they get it?
They did. Move the chain, says the wing official. I think he's there you go.
They're not going to wait. They didn't even want to wait. They just wanted to keep going.
Well,
and the ref says, no. We wait for the chains.
Yeah, chains need to be set, boys.
And the clock needs to start running.
Good piece of officiating there.
All right, there we go. 1st and 10. Minute 30 left. Borgerding out of the gun, takes the snap. Looking for a receiver. He goes to the right side and throws over his head.
Yeah, way over his head.
Way over his head is right. Intended for Spencer Marler.
Pass intended for Marler.
Even though Marlier is a pretty big kid at 6'2", that was not catchable.
Nope, way over his head. 2nd and 10. Minute 20 now. Borgerding, now he goes for the end zone and threw it over a wide open receiver. Boy, he had a couple of them open down there, and he just threw over them trying to get into the end zone to Tyler Seymour.
Yeah, he did have a couple of them open.
So 3rd down.
Jacob Paul, who has just emerged here in the lineup, was open too. 6'4" sophomore from Andover, Minnesota.
There's the snap. Bordinger into the end zone that time. Clark, the defender.
Last chance for the Blue Devils.
1 minute and 11 seconds now. Stout with 381 yards passing and a -3 yards rushing. You talk about a team that has a problem with their rushing game. At least today, anyway.
Well, they've thrown 90% of the time or more.
4th down. Borgerding looking for, knocked away from him as he was throwing it. Eagles fall on it, but I don't know if they're going to call that incomplete or a fumble.
I'm not sure. That looked like maybe Anthony Schumann knocked
Whichever
it
it
down.
is, it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
I think it was Schumann who knocked it down. Well, I would think the Eagle defense is done for the afternoon.
And I would think the offense is done too. I think they'll just take the knee a couple of times, won't they?
Do we have maybe? Do we have the Eagle offense, starting offense in there?
Nope, that's kind of a Wildcat offense there. And that didn't go anywhere. Stutzman ended up with it.
Yeah. Don't call that play again.
We had Kaiser Helderbrand at quarterback.
Yeah, the 6'2" freshman from
Back
Hudson.
on the play by Mason Olson.
Mason Olson's had a good game, too. Got to think about our players of the game here as we conclude this afternoon's broadcast. Conley not in.
Here they're going to just form.
He's in our depth chart and
takes a knee. That should be the end of it. 22 seconds left on the clock as it ticks away. So here you go, players of the game. Here's your opportunity.
I said it at halftime. I'm going to stick with what I said. Evan Lewandowski did a great job taking the leadership role in this game this afternoon, this big win for the Eagles. I don't even know him that well, but I'm going to introduce myself to him and tell him how proud I am because he played way below his expectations and his skill level last week, and this week he came back.
Came back the other way.
I mean, and he played remarkably well. Yeah. Completely different than what he played in terms of decision making, in terms of accuracy, in terms of poise. I'm going to go with him as my number 1 player of the game for the Eagles, and I'm going to also go with Cole Speaker.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I make a choice too?
You certainly can.
I would like to say Joey Stutzman.
Okay.
He revived. I think the rushing game has been revived to some degree. Stutzman with over 100 yards rushing today. I think we'll find that when we get the final stats. But I think he played a great game today, and I just like the way he was able to find those holes and get through the line and pick up the yardage.
I'll go along with that. I think that's a good choice.
Well, go ahead.
I was going to say for the Stout Blue Devils, who are struggling even though they found their offense in the fourth quarter. I thought Sean Borgerding, I thought he played well, especially in the second half. He took his team down the field several times and took charge and didn't give up and showed his leadership.
I liked Levi Hamer myself. He was critical in some of the catches that he had. A number of first downs he was able to pull together. I really liked. I thought Hamer did a great job today. Did some running. Ran back the kickoffs a few times. Did a good day.
And on defense, I think Hayden Miller inside, outside linebacker Mason Olson played well. Number 93 inside, Dylan Peterson. We talked about him a lot. Their defensive line played well, but the Eagle offensive line was up to that challenge.
Well, 374 yards of offense as they hand us the information here. That's for Stout. 7 yards rushing and 381 yards passing. The Eagles with 112 yards net of rushing and 360 yards passing for 472 yards of offense today. I guess Joey Stutzman did not make the 100 yards. I thought he did. He had 88 yards. Cole Speaker with 34. Evan Lewandowski with 24. So that was their running today. Receiving, though, Cole Speaker had 183 yards and 3 touchdowns. So I understand why you wanted him as one of your players of the game. Jake Simonchek had 103 yards receiving. Joey Stutzman with 42 and Cameron Sorensen with 18.
Certainly Noah Schober played well. 7 tackles, Kissling with 5, Flathers and Murphy also with 5.
Flathers with 2 sacks also.
Yeah, and that was impressive. So a huge, actually must-win for the Eagles in order to keep their slim hopes alive for the postseason and for the conference top tier of the conference and perhaps championship. They had to win today. They answered the call after a highly disappointing loss last week, and they'll be celebrating into Sunday.
Well, the final score here, 40-22. The Eagles win this one. I want to thank our camera people there up there in the cold weather, both Luke and Noel. Great job. We appreciate that. For Terry Erickson, I'm Rick Wilson. And thank you for joining us today. College football on KQEG-TV and KQEG-TV.com.
You've been watching Game Day, the University of Wisconsin La Crosse Eagles on KQEG-TV. Today, the Eagles took on the UW Stout Blue Devils. Our game has been brought to you by the Arterial Bar and Grill. Join the party at the Arterial Bar and Grill at 16th and Jackson. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Dahl Honda, your hybrid headquarters at 4th and Cass. Ace of La Crosse and Ace Sportsland in the Shelby Mall. 360 Real Estate, helping to build a better future for La Crosse. And Howie's on La Crosse. Before or after the game, make it Howie's on La Crosse. Thanks for watching college football on KQEG-TV and KQEG-TV.com.
Every single second of my career, I've been trying to get back to this job and to be here and to be with these guys. I just, when you're around these people, when you're around these players, when you're around the people that are here, it's just such a family atmosphere, such a home atmosphere. The look of the campus has changed, but the feeling never does. Every time I come back here, every time I drive through here, that you feel that connectedness to the people that are here. I always say I don't know if it can get any better than what it is right now, and everybody seems to prove me wrong. I don't think that people come to La Crosse without the desire to compete in the classroom. When you think of what college is, between the collegiate atmosphere